What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Knife Hands. Yes, Clinton and Bubba, that's right. It took ICBMs to get me to come back on doing a show. You better believe when I saw ICBMs being launched from Russia to Ukraine and pushing us closer to fucking global thermal nuclear war. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream this. I actually thought about doing like an emergency broadcast earlier today. I'm like, nah, just fuck it. I'll just wait for tonight. But yeah, hey guys, we won. Trump is going to be president. I haven't been on since the election. I streamed for 8.5 fucking hours on November 5th. Great to see the election went the way that we want to. An actual red wave. We got him in. We got the popular vote. We got the Senate, the House, fucking everything. And it's all because everyone out there fucking worked together to try to get the word out and help us win. And we fucking managed to beat the cheat. So thank you all out there for doing whatever you were able to do.
Now, all of those we's, you weren't including me in that, right? Because how dare you assume the way I voted and or who I supported?
Well, I assume your identity too. I assume you're a bitch. So there's that.
What? That's not an identity. It's not a pronoun.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Oh man, tough loss in the election. You know, really was pulling for my girl, and you know, Tim Watts is just the ideal, the pinnacle of manhood. You know what, with his firing, his shooting ability, or I guess that's what you would call it. You know, his
coaching ability, shotgun.
He can call an audible.
Yep.
On Madden.
His ability to diddle kids. I mean, that's alleged. We don't know. I still wanted to see. There was somebody popped into Twitter and talked. This is a while back, saying, "Hey, I know something about you, Tim. I know what you're doing with those boys." And then, unfortunately, nothing came to fruition with that. So,
was he teaching them how to run a pick six?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. What is up, everybody? Thank you for being here. I see. What's up, Clinton House? Yeah, I haven't done a show in a while. Yeah, ICBM's got me to do it. Bubba motherfucking Ford, how you doing, man? And Constantine Hex, welcome back. I don't know what the 07 is for, but welcome.
That's a salute.
Oh, that's the okay, the salute emoji. Oh, I can see it. Okay, cool. And Bad Take Bojan, what's up, Tina? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. I'll tell you what, guys. Tina. This is not going to be enjoyable for me. I see you over there. Blue Cord is over on the Rumble side. I failed. I did not get whiskey. All I have in the house is vodka, and I do not like shooting vodka, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And let's see.
I put some Red Breast whiskey in my Chick-fil-A tea. This was not a good idea.
What is Red Breast? Is that a vodka?
No, it's a whiskey.
It's a whiskey. You put whiskey in the tea?
Yeah. I was like, I've never done that before.
Yeah. I had one time somebody bought drinks and bought like, what was it? It was like a hot tea with whiskey in it. And it was potent. Like it was strong amount of whiskey in there. I'm like, oh. I'm not going to pass up a free drink, so I still drank it, but good God, that was not good.
Yeah, the Red Breast is good. It's aged 12 years, single. Yeah, it's really good. I like Taconnell, probably my favorite whiskey. Like an Irish whiskey.
Oh, speaking of which, so Scotty was in studio with me when we did the live stream. I'm going to highlight me up here. So this is a whiskey of honoring, what was his name? Lance Corporal Schmitz. He's a Missouri native. Hy-Vee, which is a Missouri store brand here, crafted this brand in honor of him from Art of the Spirit. I didn't know what Art of the Spirit was. I saw this, not cheap, none of these bottles. It's like $95 bottle right here. And then come to find out, Art of the Spirit, just a few days ago, what came to Missouri to honor veterans, and Scotty, the machine dummer here, got selected to be taken out for a food drive. What would you call it? He was able to, he filled up his cart. He didn't want to, but they forced him to fill up his cart with as much food as he possibly could, and then they paid for it. And
dude,
these
awesome.
are all, yeah. And I got there. The owner there, Scotty wanted to have me meet him because he wanted to promote my channel. He is going to come on sometime, and he gave me this. We both got a metal tin of the labels. Scotty got the one with the Scotty happened to be in the same unit. He served with this guy too. So I mean,
so Scotty does know.
Scotty does know. And it's pure fucking coincidence. And since I was Army, they gave me this tin. This is in honor of 10th Special Forces Group. Another coincidence of that, I worked with 10th Special Forces Group in the invasion of Iraq. Nice. My brigade fell under their command. So I'm going to be getting a bottle of this. He signed it. Awesome, dude. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but we're going to have him in on the show sometime. Promote that whiskey. And yeah, guys, check it out. Look up Art of the Spirit whiskey and see if you can find any near you. They've got stuff. They honor Navy SEALs. They honor firemen. All kinds of stuff. Every single bottle has something that they're honoring. So yeah, want to get that out there. Very cool shit.
You know what I always wanted to do? I don't know if you remember this, but Toys R Us used to have this thing. I think it was on Nickelodeon, where the kids got a cart and you go through and you can grab everything that you can fit into a cart. Yeah, and whoever had the most gets it for free or some shit. Yeah, I always wanted to do that. That would have been awesome. I think they should bring it back, but for adults. Everything's from the 90s and the 80s, all the toys and everything, all vintage, and it would be a game show, and you would see grown ass men just flying through a Toys R Us grabbing all the
and
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
hell yeah, that would be so fucking cool.
Oh shit, Super Nintendo. 16-bit.
Oh yeah. Justin said he fell under 10th group in 09. Cool, man. I stumbled a little bit when I told him that I worked with 10th group. He says, "Oh, what ODA?" I'm like, "Oh, well, didn't actually work with them. They just happened to fall into my command." It's like one of those moments where it's like, like from his perspective, is this guy full of shit? No.
I never worked with SF, but to get the rollout with a still team, they were doing SKTs in our AO, and so when they would take over a house or whatever, they would have the interpreter and they would have their guys, but they needed a couple more just for guard, because of there would be a family in there watching high priority targets, whatever, right? And remind me to tell you about the dude that tried to correct one of them. This PV2, yeah.
It was a PV2 tried to correct him?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell that story sometime.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's not cool. But before we do that, I got to shoot over here. Of course, I can't highlight Rumble Rants on YouTube. So that is Blue Cord Devil up there, the WCW, saying it has begun. Thank you very much, Blue Cord. And let me get back over here. One of these days, I might get a producer again to help me out with all this shit. And here we go.
It has begun.
Thank you, Blue Cord. I'm not going to enjoy this.
What are you drinking?
Vodka.
Oh God!
I don't have anything else. It's all I have in the house.
Well, at least tell me it's whipped. No, it's not. It's not even the whipped cream vodka.
No. I've been drinking because I drink too much straight whiskey, so it's actually been causing like issues with my esophagus and my stomach's been causing a burn.
Wait, the drinking has caused this?
Yeah, somebody gave me the tip that they had the same problem. After you just dial back the whiskey after about a week, and it's been feeling better. I did start going to flavored vodka, and it's actually not bad. Yeah, I put it over ice, and I mean, okay, I don't think I've ever done
giving you shit about it before.
Yeah. I thought it was like only a hint of flavor. No, you put it over ice. It's fucking pretty good.
Oh, some coconut rum.
Oh, well, fuck no, I hate coconut. Fuck that. Oh, I hate coconut.
Oh, Jaeger bombs were I never understood why we did Jaeger bombs, because like in the moment I was like, yeah, Jaeger bombs, and like, why was I? That was disgusting.
Why did I think this was good? It wasn't. It never has been. Let me see. What is this? I got to get back over to the comments. Blue Cordell, what's up, man? Thank you for being over here too. Member for 19 months. Finally got the notification here. Over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I guess he must have got the notification over on Rumble first because that's why he was over there. But Rumble is so fucking. You can never tell. Like sometimes they might put out the notification right away. Sometimes it might be 2 hours fucking later.
I don't trust any of their numbers. Just don't.
Yeah, well, at least so on Rumble now they do have, because I could sometimes get like, it'll say like 400 views on a live stream over on Rumble, but now they've actually got a setting in there that if you go to your page, then it'll show number of views versus unique views. So that actually will show if people are hopping on back or forth or whatever. So if it could say 400 views and it's actually only 100. Clinton, yeah, hey, I've actually been thinking about this. Says get a PO box. Let me know where to send you some whiskey, brandy, or whatever spirit you want. I'll take you up on that, man. I do gotta do that. I've been wanting to set up a PO box.
Yeah, I gotta set up one too.
Yeah, to be honest, I just haven't had anybody request to want to send me anything yet. So now that you said that, I will set up a box. Fuck yeah, appreciate that. Well, what's up, Real Wade? Welcome, man. What does Justin say? I get Rumble notification 16 hours after the live stream. Yeah, it's very fucking it's unpredictable. Let's see. Okay, I want to hit this up here real quick. I was telling Matt about this, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna bring this bring this
cheese,
up.
Yeah.
Hold on. So I happened to have the Unsubscribed podcast pop on, and immediately Brand Herrera starts talking about this cheese caves. So here in Missouri, this is actually, I think it's in Branson, Missouri. There is actually a cave full of 1.4 billion pounds of government surplus cheese. And I never looked at. I've had people tell me about this, but I never really looked into it. I was reading this before when Matt here popped on. At least as far as I got down, it was Carter's fault. So blame Carter. So that's bottom line. But there's a whole thing about apparently there was a shortage and inflation and incentives to make more dairy products, and since cheese has a good shelf life, they turned it into cheese, and now we have 1.4 billion pounds of cheese just sitting in a cave here in Missouri. So
when Andrew Jackson was elected president, by the way, the party was so crazy because he was the Larry the Cable Guy of presidents. Like his fan base was MAGA to the extreme. So they're like, fuck yeah, and they're all partying at the White House because at the time anybody could walk into the White House. The staff at the White House had to take the kegs of beer, put it out on the lawn to get people to leave so they could shut them out.
Oh, but, really?
Yeah, they had to sneak them out a window and take them to a hotel at one point. Anyway, somebody carved, I think it was New York, carved like the state of New York into this giant like roll of cheese or whatever, that huge roll of cheese, and he was all depressed because his wife died, blah blah blah, right? And that cheese just rotted in the White House. It took probably 2, maybe 3 more administrations before they could get the smell out of the White House, before it to stop smelling like White House. Andrew Jackson had a crazy life. They called him bag of marbles because he was shot with so many musks. He would duel everyone. Because everybody would call his wife a whore because she was still married when they got married, but he didn't know the whole thing. And he'd be like, I'll duel you. And he would always wait for them to shoot first because he thought they would, be scared and miss, and then he can aim and shoot them, which he did.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wow. Andrew Jackson, crazy.
I gotta look. Yeah, we gotta do a show about that sometime then. Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool. Andrew Jackson's an absolute badass.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Won Battle of the Beads. He's the only president. He's the only president that was a POW when he was like 12 during the Revolutionary War. He was captured and he wouldn't shine one of the British officers' boots or whatever, and he slashed his face. So he had scars on his face. Yeah, coughed up blood most of his life from being shot.
Holy shit! That's
and then there was
nuts.
The whole thing about the trail tears and blah blah blah. But there was a lot of other crazy things that.
Well,
he was
crazy. Speaking of presidents, I got to get into some Trump news that just dropped a little bit ago. So one, if you haven't heard already, Fucking what was his name? That's going to be the AG.
Gates.
Gates. He was selected to be attorney general, caused all kinds of uproar on the left. Their fucking minds are blown over every single one of Trump's picks right now. Apparently, there's some kind of controversy about Gates. I think it has something to do with sexual misconduct or something like that. But anyways, he dropped out today. He dropped out of that. And I guess we're gonna have something come out. See, actually, I have his statement here. Oh, now I don't know where it is, but he said that he said he doesn't want to be a distraction, so he's going to drop out of his nomination of being the AG, the Attorney General. Who knows what the real story is? Maybe there is something there. I don't think so. Right now, the Democrats are pulling their regular playbook on all the nominees. Guess what? Pretty much every single male nominee that Trump has picked right now has all of a sudden sexual allegations coming out. Like every single fucking one of them.
As they should.
Yeah, these horrible white men.
How else are you gonna know if they're gay?
Yeah, right. Watch him pick something like a Scott Pressler for something, and then some woman comes out to accuse him of sexual misconduct, and he's like, "Honey, I am the gayest man you've ever met. I don't want to touch your pussy with someone else."
I forgot who said it, but somebody said, First Sergeant, there should never be a first sergeant that doesn't have at least one Article 15, period.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always
kind of get that.
My thing always was like all the best leaders that I've ever met got demoted at least once.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single fucking one of them. But all right, so here's what was announced after Gates dropped out. Trump announced former Attorney General of Florida, Pam Bondi. She was prosecuted for near 20 years, fucking fought violent criminals, blah, 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 blah. So she sounds like a good pick. Never heard of her before, but I will say this, and this is where it's like, God, I wish I could just do this a little bit faster when it comes to open up windows. She is much better, much easier on the eyes than Gates was.
Prove it.
Yeah, so I'll take her. Yeah, I'll take that as our Attorney General.
I don't know about this blazer she has on. Those sleeves look ridiculous. The cuffs.
What's crazy is that there's one of these stupid fucking commentators on CNN or MSDNC or something like that, and they're saying that Trump is intimidated by strong women, so that's why he never will surround himself with any strong women. Like, motherfucker, have you met some of these women he's had on? His fucking lawyer is not only hot, she is a fucking badass. Her fucking press secretaries, both of them, both females, they were fucking excellent. Spicer, he was the only one that was a fucking little weenie, but the two women that he had on were fucking great. LOL. WWE lady? What?
Linda McMahon is Department of Education. Linda McMahon secretary? No, she is. She was in his first camp. Yeah, she was in his first administration as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit.
Yeah, she's a legit politician. She knows her shit.
I wonder if she ever had to get passed around for the sex parties that Vince was having.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I guess allegedly, but I mean, he did get kicked out of his own company, so I'm thinking there has to be something.
Well,
to it.
People get kicked out of their own companies all the time.
Yeah. Look at fucking what's his face with Veritas.
Yep. See? Yeah, exactly. Like, he got kicked out. He wasn't doing weird stuff with John Cena. Allegedly.
All right, so let's see. Let me pull this up. So this is one of the things. This popped off today too, and I first saw D-Day Cobra. He started an emergency broadcast for this because this guy right here, Andrew Fineberg, says per pool, 2 ambulances and several vans that appeared full of Secret Service has left Mar-a-Lago in the last few minutes. This burned the fucking internet down. Everyone's freaking out, thinking that Trump, that some sort of medical emergency happened to Trump. And then afterwards, this absolute fucking dirtbag, Andrew here, puts out another tweet and says, "Calm down, people. Per transition source, the ambulances were part of Vice President Vance's motorcade. False alarm. Go about your business." You were the fucking motherfucker who got everyone freaked the fuck out by putting out bad information.
By the way, by transition source, he means the community note.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that could be too, but no, that actually didn't get put up until later on. But yeah, what a fucking dirtbag this guy is, though. He was obviously just trying to be like first to the story and ends up putting this out and has everyone freak the fuck out. So everyone go on there, find at Andrew Fineberg and fucking comment on it. I even took a screenshot.
But don't harass him.
You might pull it down and tell this guy what a piece of shit he is.
Do not harass him, though.
No, do it in a real nice and friendly way.
Yep, because targeting will get you fucked on YouTube. Well,
I mean, it was Jeremy. He's the one who said, "Hey, I want even he said, tell everyone to go out there and fucking roast him." He's the one who said, he put "go fuck yourself" on here. Someone says, "Dude, you are going to get absolutely roasted for your shoddy reporting. Calm down is not going to cut it. The entire thing is on you." Exactly. Yeah, he tells everyone to calm down. It's his fucking fault that everyone's freaking the fuck out, and then he tells everyone to calm down. What are you saying here? Real question: are we really close to World War III?
No,
we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, sorry. You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, wait, exactly. You're gonna have to stand by. You're gonna have to make sure you keep coming to this channel to find out.
Yep, because I'm not gonna tell you for another 3 months.
That's right.
Mark it on your calendar.
Before we get in that convo, Blue Cordell, another 20 says DeSantis could put Gates in for senator in replacement of Rubio. Was Gates was House, wasn't he? Yeah, he wasn't a senator.
Yeah, but
so
I think he may just want to step away for a little bit.
I mean, yeah, if any of these allegations are true, then he may not.
Well, they investigated for 2 years and said there was nothing there, and they dropped it all. But
for him to drop out of the race without any of the fucking I don't know, man. I don't know.
I kind of get it. I mean, it just sucks. You're constantly being harassed over this thing that's already gone through the DOJ. Now you're having to send legal notifications to The View for them to shut their mouths about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just comes to a point where, you know what? I'm done.
Oh, I should have pulled this video up. Bongino had this amazing fucking video of the bitches on The View because Sunny Hostis, or whatever the fuck, she goes on and makes these accusations to Gates, saying that he was a rapist and all this kind of stuff. And then there was a thing saying, like 3 minutes later, like the fucking producers said, "You have to apologize. This is not true." And she looked like she had a gun to her head, saying, "None of these accusations were accurate. The case was dropped," and blah blah blah. And she was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, they sent a legal notice, so she had to do it the next day or whatever. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was fucking beautiful. That her having to make that apology was fucking gorgeous, and she looked like she was gonna cry having to fucking say that. But all right, thank you very much, Blue Code, for the 20.
Yo, that wasn't an approach.
Cheers.
I mean, he didn't die, so I guess it worked.
It's not too bad. At least Tito's is pretty smooth, but I just don't like vodka. I only buy vodka to put it in other stuff.
Yeah, I think Bert Kreischer's a big fan of Tito's.
Tito's is good, but it's overrated. It's overpriced and overrated. There are plenty of other very good whiskeys out there that are far cheaper than Tito's. Clinton House, you are a fucking legend, dude. All right, I'm going to honor one of these shots, and then I want to get on with this story. We'll talk about whether or not I will say this before we get into the story. My belief is that we actually are in World War III right now. They just haven't officially announced. But we have multiple countries fighting on both sides of the war right now in Ukraine.
I guess it would come down to how are we defining World War III?
If you look at it, I mean, again, we'll get into it, but you have fucking, 10,000 troops, North Korean troops right now are fighting in Ukraine.
Yeah, I
mean, they're North Korean. Shit, they probably, they can't fight. But yeah, and now NATO is, now we've got U.S. Missiles being launched in. We got other NATO allies are fucking getting their thumbs in there. Yeah, dude, it is. It's a multi-nation war right now, and if that doesn't define world war, I don't know what is. It's just it has not fully exploded yet. Thank God the ICBM did not explode nukes, but we'll get into that also. Clinton House with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much for that, my dude. That is 50 motherfucking dollars. 50. And I will do 2 shots for you there, my friend, and I'll honor the second one after this. Whoa! Thank you, Clinton. Ow! I hate that. Sometimes, like, psychologically, it gets in my head.
Yeah, like
Not
if
the shot.
they're gonna draw blood or whatever, you're like, I hate fucking needles. And then when it actually happens, you're like, oh, okay. You know, but you still freak out every time. You know, just be me.
Oh, yeah, I think that's just you. God damn it. Yeah, I'm going to die from this. Let me see. Let me pop down here and see if we got anybody popping in who just got those gifted memberships. So I love seeing that when somebody pops in. Yeah, looks like we got Justin Wright got a membership. Been a while. Grays be gone. Not sure what the gray. Dude, my fucking I've been growing this out, and I'm now noticing how fucking gray my facial hair is getting.
The light does not help. I mean, it highlights all of the gray.
Yeah, well, I'm honestly just talking about even just looking in the fucking mirror. But all right, let's get into this, guys. The ICBMs. Oh, I got my tabs out of order. The ICBMs, if you guys didn't hear, first off, what happened is that on his way out, Biden, but of course, I don't think it's Biden. He doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. Somebody in our White House decided it'd be a good idea to authorize Ukraine to launch American-made missiles into Russia. Now, that's bad enough, but American military assisted in the aiming and coordination of said missiles, which, I mean, that means that pretty much we fucking launched the missiles. We have been on edge for retaliation, expecting Putin to do something. I think it was earlier this morning or yesterday when it was announced that the Ukraine, the embassy, the United States embassy in Ukraine had been evacuated, and people were in bunkers in fear of what was going to happen. And sure enough, Putin did in fact launch for the very first time, ICBM missiles into Ukraine. This is the first time ever that ICBMs, nuclear potential fucking missiles, were launched in actual combat. It's never been done in history, and today it actually did. Here's I got it first. I'll read this. Republicans should make this guy here says Republicans should make Trump speaker, and then Joe Biden and Kamala Harris should resign. Then Trump becomes president before January 20th, allowing Trump to stop World War III. The adults currently in power cannot be trusted. Now, I'll play this while I explain. So this is the first time ever we're seeing what happens now is also with these ICBMs. It's not just one warhead. Like these things can hold multiple warheads. That's why what you're seeing here is believed that he fired four missiles, and each one of them has like 10 to 16 fucking warheads. So that's what you're seeing here is the multiple warheads coming in. This thing flies faster than anything that we have defensively. There are no fucking defenses out there that can stop one of these fucking missiles. Nothing. It's too fucking fast. It's like 5 miles a second or something crazy like that. I got another video here I'll show of these things impacting. And we also have a statement here from Putin. He did actually come out just like a half hour before I went online or went live, and I'll play part of that. See, this is what it's looking like. These things coming in. Thankfully, they were not nuclear. Okay. Putin said this is basically, he described this as a test. This is a brand new missile. We don't have the name of it yet, but it moves so fast. Like this, that's why these are coming in so fucking fast, because this thing is moving. I mean, 5 miles a second, man. And it's scary as hell. So this is in retaliation. Like I said, I do believe that this is a start to global nuclear war if we don't get the adults back into the White House. That's why I put out a message to today. One, I sent an email to my House Speaker, my representative here, and I asked them to immediately invoke the 25th Amendment, get Joe Biden out of office. The 25th Amendment is what should have been put into place, should have been a long time ago, because he's cognitively gone. Whoever's actually running the show right now is doing this. And I think it's a good possibility they're doing this just to sabotage Trump. They're willing to spark World War III to stop Trump. That's what I truly believe. Am I off on that, Mad? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not going to assign motivation to why they're doing it. I've heard both positive things about it from conservative and negative things, obviously. Because it's going to have to increase so that there's enough pressure to where we can take an off ramp and be done with this whole thing. Mm-hmm. But to do that, you have to do it from a position of power, and you have to show that you can flex enough military strength to where Ukraine is not just a pushover, because then they're just going to keep going, and it is going to escalate. I'm the ICBM, right? Is ICBM?
Yeah. Intercontinental ballistic missile.
Right. Yeah. It's you said that they have the potential of being nuclear. My first thought was like, yeah, but I mean, if I shoot with birdshot, I can be like, well, it could have been a slug, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just because it's a different interchangeable weapon, like the shell of it, right? So just because it has the capability of having nuclear doesn't make it any more of a serious threat than it is just by itself with non-nuclear.
Well, to be fair, the entire purpose of them is to be nuclear. Yes,
or is absolutely. It for distance?
No, it is because it's a strategic weapon. It is meant to be able to be launched at an enemy anywhere in the world. From Russia, it'll only take 30 minutes to reach the United States.
Right.
And that is the purpose. It is the entire purpose of it is strictly for to set off nuclear bombs. If you think about it, the amount of money this costs, you're not putting a regular explosive warhead on this to launch all the way over to the United States unless it's going to be nuclear. But well, I mean, you're not wrong. That of course, this is an example. What happened today does show these were explosive weapons, the warheads, not nuclear. You're right that they can be, but the entire purpose of ICBM is and always has been to be nuclear. So what this obviously was a show of force, and it was him saying, "Hey, keep poking the fucking bear, and the next one's going to be real." That's exactly what Putin is saying. And I'll show you a little video here. This is
the R.
Okay, so to be fair, again, this is a brand new weapon we didn't know about. Putin Statement is talking about this being a neo ICBM. I'll just play this so you guys can get an idea. If none of you knew exactly what the ICBMs were, how they were loaded out and all that. But this is kind of an example. So even in this one right here is saying that this is like Russia's top one right here. They're saying 30 minutes. Now, this one is already scary enough, but apparently the new one that they've got now we never knew about is even fucking scarier. So Putin ain't fucking around. I posted on Twitter, that we're on the verge of nuclear war. We fucking launch missiles into Ukraine using American weapon, and some fucking leftists, not a little fucking account, 30,000 subscribers, wanted to argue with me, talking about, oh, well, we didn't really do this. We really didn't do that. We're not on the edge of war. Why is that going to be a contentious view from you? Can't we agree that nuclear war and world war is a bad thing? These people are so twisted in the idea that we have to protect Ukraine because Russia is so bad that they're going to argue with me, talking about that if we're doing this, we're going to potentially get ourselves killed in thermonuclear war. But I can't understand how that threat that you want to argue politically with somebody because of that kind of crap. It just doesn't make sense to me, man.
Well, so there is a lot of board moves because of Ukraine, right? To where it's located, and Russia taking over Ukraine outright is not good for the US, for Europe, for anyone. Because the where they would have the advantage moving into other countries as well and being on that border, and it ratchets up everything. So there is that play. The problem was never backing Ukraine. It was never forcing a off ramp of having an idea, a plan, a layout of this is what we're going to do to support Ukraine until you get to this point with Russia, and then they'll negotiate, give up Crimea and the Balkan state or whatever else, that bullshit, and be done with it and call it good. But this administration has been slow rolling that support, the ammunitions and everything else, and never nutting up to Putin in a way to where he would actually even respect. But now with Trump coming in.
And Putin has said that he will negotiate with Trump. He says that if he's going to negotiate with anyone, it will only be Trump. He's not going to be talking to fucking Biden or Kamala or anyone else. He will only talk to Trump, and he's open to it. And apparently this is a theory. Bongino is saying that after we let the American missiles go into Russia, Bongino is pointing out that Trump went quiet. We hadn't heard anything from Trump for 2 days. And so it's theorized. Apparently it has come out, at least Bongino has heard that that is actually the fact, that he has been either on the phone, and people are even theorizing that he may have actually gone over to Ukraine or into Russia to actually negotiate directly. Now, I don't know if that's the case. I think it's more likely he's going to be on the phone. Yeah, he won't do that. But people were thinking,
I don't think legally you can't negotiate for a country that you're not in charge of.
There is in fact legality behind it. I heard somebody explain this. He is completely legal for him to be negotiating on behalf of the U.S. now as president-elect. That's the case. But nonetheless, here's the thing, guys. And let me see if I can pull this up. So I was saying, guys out there, fucking find your house, your local representative, your House of Representatives. Do a search. Says find my representative if you need to. Find them. You can send an email. I sent mine. I said, hey, look, we need to invoke the 25th Amendment right now. Get this person out because this person is driving us into World War III. Now, a lot of people want to argue, oh, well, then that's going to make Harris the president. Well, no, we'll do the same fucking thing with her too. If she fucks up, and we will get her the fuck out too. I saw somebody was saying that if we do invoke the 25th, somebody was reading the laws out live on air, that Congress actually has the authority in this situation. Since we have a president-elect, they can actually fast-track the inauguration. If they kick him out on 25th, they can actually fast-track the inauguration and make President Trump the president right now. They also have the authority of just stopping the fucking war. They can invoke that, get him out, and then say, all right, we're stopping the war right now. We're not supplying any more fucking funds. We are stopping this action right now. No more action from the United States. And hopefully that can get Putin to back off also. But nonetheless, 25th Amendment, contact your House of Representatives. We need Congress to take action right fucking now before Biden or whoever the fuck it is who's running the show right now gets us in a fucking war and gets us all fucking killed. Nuclear war. I'm scared, dude. I'm legit fucking freaked out by this shit.
Not because of anything about Biden or anything like that. It's just, I mean, Putin has been this saber rattling has been going on for so long. You know what I mean?
Dude,
think I'm
do you
gonna
call
need to see
launching
more?
an ICBM into a country for the first time in history in war?
No. I was more referring to them updating their strike first policy or whatever. Russia.
Yeah. Do you not agree? Guy on the right.
Do I agree with what? Wait, am I on the right?
What I'm saying.
Is it my right or your right?
I
Retired
think
millennial.
it's his right, so that makes you're there. Yeah, so he talking about
Okay.
you. You're the guy on the right.
I I both agree and not agree, but then neither until I know what it is that you're asking I agree on. Pretty
What's
much
up,
anything.
What's up to you? By the way, retired millennial. I can't believe millennials are retired now. That's so fucking weird. Shit. Mike McCoy, what's up, man? Says I just saw that the U.S. failed 7th audit in a row, $830 billion unaccounted for. I know. It's fucking crazy. Now we have Doge. We got Doge with Elon Musk and Vivek. Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy is going to head up the Department of Government Efficiency. Yeah, Department of Government Efficiency. So hopefully, yeah, we can get this shit saved, man. Stop all this fucking craziness with all the crazy fucking spending. Let me okay, I'll play this real quick. Putin's statement went on for something like 7 minutes. I only skipped over to the back part of it. Obviously, he does go into a lot of reasoning. This does have English translation, so let's just listen to President Putin on why they launched an ICBM today.
The use of the novel system, which was essentially an operational test.
The novel system, by the way, he's talking about the ICBMs.
Was carried out in response to the decisions made by the United States and their allies. And the further actions will be considered and decided based on what we see from them. The further course of action.
See, you understand what he just said right there is you keep on pushing, the next one's going to be loaded with nukes.
I thought he said that the reason we did this was because of what they were doing.
Yeah, well, he said we did this today, calling it a test with non-nuclear weapons in reaction.
No, I thought not a test. It wasn't a test. Can you go back? Maybe I wasn't listening.
Yeah, he's obviously using some fucking terminology to change the wording or whatever. But he's saying we will decide let me back it up a little bit. We will decide how to react next time if something else happens.
Will be considered and decided, which was essentially an operational test, was carried out in response to the decisions made by the United States and their allies. And the further actions will be considered and decided based on what we see from them.
See, right there, he's saying that they can escalate. He's saying the next time something happens, the next ones might not be just a little boom boom. They'll be big boom boom.
The further course of action will be determined based on the threats to the security of the Russian Federation. We believe that we have the right to use our weapons against military facilities of countries who allow their weapons to be used against ours.
And what he just said right there, because those were American weapons. So he's saying right there that he has the authority now to attack our bases in retaliation.
Right.
He's threatening the United States military in retaliation.
Look, I'm not a fan of Russia. I don't really give a shit one way or another about them in Ukraine, right? Other than Lomachenko, Vasily Lomachenko, one of the greatest boxers of all time. I'll fight anybody about that. But I'll say this: would we do something different if a country's weapons were being used against us? Would we be like, well, they tagged home. They're at home base. We can't.
I know.
With them. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. He is absolutely in his right because this administration is fucking this up. They're doing it on purpose. However you want to fucking look at it. I'm not saying Putin is wrong. Okay, no, you're right. He has the right to retaliate. He got attacked with United States missiles. That's it. Bottom line.
And in case of an escalation, we will act as decisively in a mirror fashion. The ruling elites of the countries are nurturing plans to use their military contingents against Russia should be warned.
See, and that's what we're talking about. There's other NATO countries right now that are talking about invading Russia. This is the beginning of World War III if this doesn't stop right fucking now. The fact of the matter is that we have multiple nations right now are engaged in the same war. I think by definition that makes it World War. Now, and actually, technically, and this is something you hear people talk
by
about
proxy?
Well, no, I mean, this isn't even fucking proxy now. We're actually having our weapons. I mean, yes, we have been fighting a proxy war with Ukraine fighting. That is the definition of proxy war. But now when our weapons and our military is assisting, now it's no longer proxy. Now we're at war with Russia. And other NATO nations are conspiring right now to attack Russia. This is World War III. If the adults don't take over right fucking now, I'm really scared about what will happen between now and January 20th, which is the inauguration. All right, I'll stop playing this. You guys get the idea. It's real, man. This shit's fucking real.
Yeah. I'm less of alarmness, I guess. The sky's always falling. You know what I mean? If it's not, this is another thing. You 100%, you could be right. This could be the catalyst to World War III for sure. But I'm gonna need to see it.
Okay,
I don't want to call the shot before it hits. You know, before it touches the rim.
So let me explain this too. Russia has agreements with North Korea, Iran, China. Who else? Another bad actor. They have military agreements. If anyone's country is invaded by another country,
yeah,
then they enact this deal and they will go in and defend them.
Same with NATO.
Right. So my point is that as is right now, that's why we have North Korean troops coming in. If this gets escalated, you can see China and Iran and all these guys get involved. And then it escalates even more. We get the more NATO. Now we're going to have the United States, Great Britain, all these guys. And that is where World War III goes.
But real quick, when I say that I need to see more before I react, that's me personally. I'm not in charge of anything that is going to have to actually look at this and figure things out. I'm saying I will need to wait and see more. Not that it's not the royal of like we as a country should just hold the fuck off until we see more. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Me personally, I'm not ready to.
I understand exactly what you're saying, man. And
you know,
I'm not trying to be alarmist either. I'm being realistic here. All right. I've been seeing all the news breaking down when you put everything together. The fact that they had all the people in the embassy take shelter. They knew something big was going to happen. You got to imagine everyone was fucking, their butts were puckering big time when they saw that ICBM get launched. And if you think they didn't try to take it down, you're fucking crazy. I guarantee absolutely everything that they possibly could throw at that thing to stop it, they did, and they couldn't fucking stop it. Guarantee when that thing launched off, they thought Ukraine was done. It would not take much. They could have incinerated the entire fucking country of Ukraine with what they launched at them today. Instead, they were duds or just little explosives. But guarantee I'll bet anything that we had nuclear fucking what is the terminology? We've got all these guys go to fucking whatever phase. In other words, we're arming missiles. I guarantee we had our own missiles being armed. I guarantee you the French, all these people over there, they had nuclear bombs being fucking armed and ready to launch.
I think sometimes there's a lot of back room channels that they go through. Like, this is what we're doing. Don't freak the fuck out and send a nuclear, warhead to Moscow. This is what it actually is, rather than it just. Because you don't leave that up to surprise. Because if they see an ICBM launch to Ukraine, obviously they're going to be like, "What the fuck? Get on the horn! We're launching everything too." You know what I mean? Like, the same as when. Well, think about it like this, right? When, who was it? We were getting ready to bomb some shit in some fucking country, whatever, Syria, whoever, right? But there was like a Russian people there on the base. We called ahead, like, "Hey, you're gonna want to move, you guys, because we're about to bomb the fuck out of these people."
Yeah, that
so
was
that they don't get bombed in, you know what I mean, in starting something bigger.
Yeah, that was early on in Trump's presidency when he
right.
One that he can absolutely be insane, and he dropped the Moab on them. First time the Moab was ever used. But
that was in Afghanistan.
I think it was Syria. I think you had it right the first time. Yeah, it was
the Moab. I think I'm almost positive it was in Afghanistan.
No, this is because Russia doesn't have troops in Afghanistan.
No, that's. I'm not saying the Moab. I'm saying that there was some base over there that they were getting ready to attack or whatever, and there was Russians that were there for blah blah blah, and so they were like, "You need to get those guys out of there."
Yeah, no, I remember it very clearly. Yeah, but here's the thing: is also that was made publicly. And right away that were saying, hey, we let them know. And then because all they want to do, they just want to take down the fucking the airbase because the airbase was being used for operations that was hurting people. But yeah, they let us know right away. You know, this is what happened. This is what went down. We haven't heard anyone say that that Russia fucking warned anybody about this. But they might not either because they want to make sure that everyone believes Russia's the bad guy. Yeah. What's up? Wayne Rope, $5 says Biden and NATO have been slow dripping weapons, training and tactics. So as war can have legs. All our THAAD PAC batteries are overseas. Be cool. You be cool. Look here, look, the entire fucking war, the way that everything's been going on, they want the war to keep going. That's why the fucking Democrats have been doing this. This is a perpetual war that they want to keep going on. Do you agree there, Big Rob? Welcome.
Hey, Rob.
What's going on, fellas?
And cheers to you, Wayne Rowe. Cheers.
Sorry, I was late. I was eating a late dinner and watching TV with the wife.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I was just listening to what you guys are saying. So I was just reading, I was trying to find it, but there was notification before the ICBMs launched. There was an official statement made, and they called it something specific. It was like nuclear deterrent back channels or something like that.
Okay.
So the U.S. knew that it was happening. I was trying to find it so that we can splash it on the screen.
My man Rob coming in.
Yeah, so that because I had the same.
I based most of my shit off of Tom Clancy movies, so I wasn't 100% positive, but I felt good about it.
Yeah, I think those kinds of things are always in play. You got your back channel people from each country and their counterparts, and they kind of give each other. And I remember when you guys were talking about when we bombed something, like we were like, hey, you might want to get your people out because we're about to flatten some buildings. But yeah,
the airfield. Yeah,
I think we would have known unless it like we'll get to a point where all that shit breaks down. But if I think if Russia was about to load some nukes and ICBMs into Ukraine, like we probably would have known about it. At least our intel would have known about it. I don't know publicly how much we would have known, but
well, they did abandon the embassy there, so they knew something was coming.
Yeah, and I remember hearing about that a couple of days ago. It was like, hey, they're shutting down the embassies, get your people out. It's like, all right, well, usually something is gonna happen like immediately after.
Yeah,
but yeah, shit's scary though. I mean, it's an ICBM, so it's like, fuck, dude. You just kind of ramped it up a little bit.
Yeah. But I think I think, do you agree, Rob, that this is their way of saying, look, we're gonna shoot this off, and the next time you fuck around, that one's gonna actually have nukes on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an element of that. I don't know much about geopolitics like on that level, but I'm sure there's a certain level of showmanship, for lack of a better phrase, showmanship to the world, like on the world stage, like, hey, we're not messing around. But I think the leadership, I mean, I'm not talking about Biden. I'm talking about like the generals and the people that are working those back channels, and kind of they know when shit's about to go. I would hope they know, because I mean we all used to be a part of that system. I would hope that they know what's going on, like what's really going, like, hey, they're really moving nukes in place to launch that can actually do some damage to our people in Europe. I would hope that the generals, the Eurocoms and all the people over there would have our best interest in at least give some kind of heads up. But
the fucking these leaderships though, I mean, it's I think the military, there's plenty of smart people in the military who knows this is wrong, but it's the people in the Biden administration. We've heard these French leaders in NATO I think Germans were talking about they want to escalate this fucking war. They want to attack Russia.
That sounds very German.
It sounds like a very German thing to do. Yes.
Right.
I've heard the theories, and I've seen that there is a little bit of evidence to this that Angela Merkel could be a descendant of Hitler. That's a theory that people are putting out there.
Allegedly.
We will ask the questions.
Retired Millennial is asking, yeah, we're all Army here, bud. He says, I was chief petty officer in the Navy, but not the U.S., the Greek one. Oh, Greek Navy. Okay. Toured a few times with NATO and EU forces around the world. I'm sorry.
Could you imagine trying to, like, you're on a boat full of guys wearing fucking images,
like powder
such a
blue
good joke. No, it was such a good joke. Oh, fucking.
I'm talking about European.
No. Hold on.
NBO.
Yeah, he had to leave. He's so ashamed of fucking up his joke.
Boy, imagine everybody on a submarine with togas on trying to walk around. The Greeks.
No.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Didn't have to ask the girlfriend anything. Remembered it all on my own.
What did you just yell over? Hey, what are those dresses that the Greek
what the
wear?
fuck did they wear in Rome?
Oh my god, that's funny. All right, I want to honor Clinton Housh for the $50 of 10 gifted memberships with the second shot here. Thank you so much for that. There's the other wrong button. Oh, appreciate you, buddy. Oh, I didn't even put this out. There's a reason why I drink it. Oh god, I hate vodka. Fuck. We're doing drinking game rules as always here for anyone who is new. Any single super chat, do social, $20 or more, and we do shots. And obviously, you see, I've got the little videos playing for every single time we do one of those. Oh, Wayne Rowe popping in for $2. Says, remember, NATO stands for needs America to operate. That's fucking true. That is a good one. Thank you. So actually, I've never heard that before.
By the way, did anybody know that Greece had a navy?
I did
not. I had no clue.
I'm pretty sure every country out there, any stabilized or established fucking country out there has their own fucking navy. Well, I'm sure there's probably fucking countries like in the middle of the Middle East. Any country has a coast. Any countries that's on a coast.
Maybe they're more like a Coast Guard.
Well, yeah, I remember the one for 2,000 years ago. I saw 300 in the sequel to it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Rob, to be fair, I think you've been around enough to know this too, is that we're the only country that has a military that's made to go to other countries. Every other country, like they are made specifically just to defend their homeland. Like when we trained in Czech Republic, because when we still had BDUs, and BDUs were meant to be able to camouflage anywhere. Their camouflage, when we went out into the woods and trained those guys, they fucking disappeared. They were gone. That's how good their camouflage was. And why? Because it was specifically made just for Czech Republic.
But it looked like shit on Ghost Recon.
Yes, it was sharp though. They had like a very dark design because their woodland out there was darker than ours is. Yeah, guarantee. Yeah, they probably do have a navy, but it's not meant to be expeditionary. It's meant just to protect Greece.
Wasn't the idea that ACUs that they would blend into everything? Your grandmother's counts, urban environments.
It was supposed to be both desert and jungle, and it didn't blend into either.
Not a fucking thing.
Not a thing.
Fuck, it was so embarrassing getting blown up in those.
Oh fuck!
Why didn't I have my DCUs on?
Yeah, the DCUs were badass back in those days.
Yeah, I was very jealous. My LURS attachment, when we first went, we was all regular and normal, but then they went to Afghanistan. They did the fucking cool operator thing. They took the bottom pockets on, they sewed them onto the sides. They can have side pockets. That was fucking cool shit. I saw a picture of them as they were getting ready to deploy. I was so fucking jealous. But that's the only thing that's the thing I liked about the ACUs is all the features. Like the side pockets are great because obviously if you got fucking body armor on, then you got nothing else. But all you've got are your fucking cargo pockets. So having those side pockets on your arms are fucking really convenient. Oh, all right. I got Blue Course popping in with another one. Before I do that, though, let me see. Oh, I didn't have something ready. I was gonna pull up a fucking something funny. We are going to talk about Pete Hegseth here. And for those of you who don't know, Pete Hegseth is the pick for Secretary of Defense. He's I'll get into all that, but he was a Fox News commentator, so that's why everyone's ripping on him. But the guy's cool as fuck. We'll get into that here in a minute. Blue Cordell for another $20 says, still have the other bottle of Redneck Riviera. Oh, that's right. I'll bring it next time we meet up. Casey can't come. LOL. Think he drank half the bottle. That's when we were out in North Carolina doing the hurricane support, Blue Collar Devil here came out, helped us out, loaded up a good amount of medical supplies provided by Big Rob here on the back of his truck. And then he brought out 2 bottles of Redneck Riviera. And Casey, who was a Marine buddy of Scotty the Machine Dumber, came out. He lived in North Carolina, and he drank the shit out of it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just thought of something.
What's that?
No. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, he drank so much of it the first night, and he had the worst hangover ever. And then we did a live stream the next night, and he said he wasn't going to drink, but plenty of super chats came in, and he got blackout drunk again on night number 2. It was bad, dude. But all right, thank you very much for the super chat there, Blue Cord Devil.
Don't move, Proxy. Don't move.
Appreciate you.
At the San Antonio meetup, I was over there hanging out with Culture and Comics or whatever, helping them and with their shit or whatever. And Common Nerd comes up. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Doing whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 hours go by, and I'm helping Comics load up his truck with all the merch, right? And I went, oh shit, that was Jesse. It never clicked until I was leaving. I was thinking Common Nerd gets some guy in the chat, right? That I've seen around or whatever. So I'm being polite. I had no clue. Until I was leaving.
That fucking crazy loud voice of his didn't automatically pop in your head,
dude. It was so loud there. They had a DJ playing. It was loud. So when we talked, it was pretty short or whatever. But it would have been completely different if I wouldn't have heard who it was.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
You a simple jack.
I just want to play something to insult you. What's up? Eric K is in the chat. What's up, man? My awesome moderator. Happy to have you here, buddy.
Oh, listen. We were there. Comics. I wanted to get somebody over with a big name to help bring people to his table or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, Culture, go grab Jay, because it'd be better if he goes grab Drunk 3PO than I try to go grab Drunk 3PO. You know this, Adam?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, he comes back and he's like, I didn't get close enough to ask him. I'm like, motherfucker, I'll go get somebody myself. So I go to Quarter Black, who I've known for a while. Very cool. He looks at my Twitter more than anyone else. I looked it up. That's true. And I was like, hey man, can you just like swing by and bring your heat to the table? It's like, man, I got you. No problem. I'm like, cool. So I'll go back over. Right. Mind you, there's a DJ playing too. Okay. And there's a giant line in front of all the tables, right? I'm at the table and I see him walking. I'm like, oh shit, is that Quarter Black? He coming over here? What's up, Gary? And he walks right the fuck past all of us and goes straight to fucking Gary. And I'm standing there like an idiot, screaming my lungs, just off of my lungs, and everyone in this giant line are just eyes on me. I'm like, well, fuck me. So I went up to him like, bro, what the fuck? He goes, what? I went over there eventually. So you didn't hear me screaming at you? Motherfucker. He owes me now.
He made you look like a bitch.
Like an idiot, dude. I'm like, oh, watch out. Make a hole. Here comes Quarter Black.
Nothing.
The only way it could have been said, I was like, oh, there's my best friend, Quarter Black. We're so good friends.
Who the fuck are you?
What,
Big Rob,
that
what
was
you
caught
trying
on
to share here,
stream
man?
too. Fuck me. Because see, the stream it wouldn't tell you that we had a conversation prior to this, and he was specifically supposed to go over there. Wasn't even doing it for myself. I was trying to help out other people.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What
do we got here, Big Rob?
What I was trying to find for you guys, but the part I have highlighted: the U.S. was notified ahead of the launch through nuclear risk reduction channels, so they did know about it beforehand.
But did they know it was going to be not nuclear?
That's what I'm taking by this nuclear risk reduction channels with the.
Yeah, it's
all of
got
this
yeah,
stuff.
that's got to be that he told that Putin said, hey, we're going to launch one, but it's not going to be nuclear because
Yeah.
You're right. They would have blown fucking Putin up like a motherfucker, and we would be in what is it? Mutual assured mutual assured destruction. Mad. That's you,
See,
man.
Rob looking up articles and actual information. I'm like, the sum of all fears with Ben Affleck. I'm pretty sure that they had a back channel with the Russians in that movie.
Dude, that's the first thing I think about.
You know what? Yeah, right. That
is
movie.
the back channels. Yep.
Exactly. That movie, though, it's not that bad. The weakest part is Ben Affleck as Jack Ryan, but outside of the absolute main character of the movie, not that bad.
I still gotta see that one. Have you been watching the show?
I
Jack
watched
Ryan?
all of it. Yeah, the first season was great.
I'm halfway through the second one, so don't tell me anything. But
it gets
I
better in the
love
third
that
season.
show, though.
Yeah. I think John Kalansky did a really good job for his version of Jack Ryan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I started watching, then I had to go back, so I went back. I watched Hunt for the Red October the other day. I'm gonna go back and watch all the other ones too. Good shit. Fucking love it.
I even liked the Chris Pine one. That wasn't that bad either. It's Jack Ryan movie.
Chris Pine played in one?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner was in it too.
Okay, cool. I gotta check that one out then too. I'll tell you what, I like those movies a whole lot more than 007. That may be a crime to some people. Not a James Bond fan. I'm just not. The Jack Ryan. Great.
I watched the Casino Royale, the Daniel Craig one, right? I was like, that's good. I was like, maybe there is something to these, and I tried to watch the next one, gave up immediately.
Yeah,
they're
boring to me, man.
Yeah.
So I did find what I was trying to look for. This is a little funny thing here. But fucking Trump, man, just being the main boss that he is. So it's here in Saudi Arabia, it is forbidden to touch the crown prince. Trump. That look on his face. That look on this fucker's face. Watch the moment he gets tapped on the side. He was ready to fucking kill somebody until he realized, he looks over and says, "Oh wait, it's Trump." Fuck.
It's funny that Trump didn't even wait for acknowledgement. He just patted him, kept walking.
Nope. Trump absolutely fucking knew what he was doing right here. Just did it to fucking say, "You're my bitch." Fucking baller move. Baller fucking move. That's right. Trump with max level trolling. Hell yeah, dude. Boss level trolling. That's what he's been doing, actually. With all the fucking the nominations. Bongi's been describing as the Rock'em Sock'em robots. Just at any single time you come out with one of these nominees, that's gonna just make the fucking the media light up on fire and screaming at their fucking ears. Then he drops another one, and then another one, and then another one, and it's absolutely been working. They've been freaking out over so many of these nominations that they can't cover any one single person. They played Bongi played a 60 minutes clip where all they could do is just go through each one, say and there's this person, they're bad because of this, and then there's this person and they're bad because of this, and there's this person, they're bad because of this. They can't focus on any single one person because it keeps dropping one after another after another after another, and their hair is just on fire. They can't stand it, but they can't actually put any focus in to attack any single one of the individual nominees, and it's fucking glorious. I love it. And speaking of the nominees, boss level fucking nomination, Pete fucking Hegseth is coming in. Like I said, he is a Fox host correspondent, but he's also had a career in the military. He was a Marine, he was Army infantry officer. He has multiple combat tours, 2 Bronze Stars. The guy went to fucking Harvard. This guy's not a dummy by any fucking means, but he is badass. And this is the main thing that we're going to see. This is the main thing that we're going to look forward to. Exclusive DOD wiping evidence of DEI because they know Trump is ready to fire woke generals, Pentagon in panic mode. And not only is Trump ready to do it, but Pete is going to come in and do it too.
PETA?
Huh?
PETA?
PETA?
Pete.
Oh, Pete. I thought you said PETA. I'm like, fuck. PETA's now working for Trump. I'm like, man, you want to talk about an unlikely duo.
Bro, look at this. He's managed to get the blacks on his side, the Hispanics, the gays, the Muslims. They all voted for him. Why not PETA? Why not PETA too? So
yeah, I like the dude a lot. I like his swagger. He says it like it is. But the 2 Bronze Star thing, correct me if I'm wrong.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Trust me, they can be administrative awards. It does not necessarily
not just that. Isn't it automatic whenever you deploy? Like
for officers, typically officers will get it after their second deployment. And then if there's like something that they did uniquely special to that deployment, that's not necessarily valorous. So it definitely is likely administrative awards, because when they keep saying that, oh, it's 2 Bronze Stars, like fuck, I got 2 Bronze Stars, I don't give a shit. That's like I got 2 AAMs or 2 ARCOMs or whatever.
I got an ARCOM with valor, motherfucker. Yeah, no bullshit. They knocked my bronze. They knocked my bronze down to an ARCOM with V. I'm like, this. That sucks.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Someone's
badge protecting and award protecting. I hate that shit, man.
Yeah. When we deployed for the invasion, with the 173rd, everyone who was first sergeant and up all got automatically fucking Bronze Star. It didn't matter. Every single fucking person did. So yeah, we don't know. Maybe he did, because he actually is a combat vet. He actually did see combat. So yeah, Blue Corps saying his Bronze Stars were for service, not for valor, but
which is fine.
I mean, he was a captain, I think he was a company commander.
Major. He's
a major now, but I think one of the points he was a captain, so he was a company commander for one of these. So I mean, yeah, company commander, more likely they're not going to see it. But also, I don't know what his first one did. He did multiple tours, so he might have been like a platoon leader at one point.
It just stands out every time someone, like, oh, just a Fox News host. Well, what about all this? And every time they get to the 2 Bronze Star, I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Sure.
When I was going through it, I was just repeating the talking points that everyone else did.
But I've been wanting to say it for a while.
Cynicism in us is just like,
I mean,
big.
We all know that guy.
National Defense Service ribbon. Can you believe that? Like,
look at this global war on terror, not a regional, global.
Yeah, he has a global war on terror medal. Yeah. The one everyone got? Okay.
The ones you get right out of basic training during.
Dude, I know.
He is a sharpshooter and rifle, grenade, bayonet.
That's crazy during GWAT that every single soldier coming out of basic train had 3 ribbons on their uniform automatically. The Army Service ribbon, the GWAT medal, and the National Defense Service medal.
Yeah.
3 automatically, 1 full fucking row.
Yeah.
After not doing a thing.
And then they got all those the little sharpshooter with the master,
the little attachments.
Yeah. With
the
everything.
The grenade course, everyone got expert on the fucking grenade course. I don't know how the fuck they rated that, but that was automatic for fucking everyone. If you passed it, they gave you an expert fucking grenade fucking award.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is Pete here. For those of you who don't know, he was doing an interview here. I can't remember who he's with here, but this is before he even got nominated. And this is the reason why we love him and the reason why they hate him.
There's a chance to course correct it, but it would take the new Trump administration going after it really hard.
How would they correct it?
Well, first of all, you got to fire, you got to fire the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, and you got to fire this. I mean, obviously, you're going to bring in a new Secretary of Defense, but any general that was involved, general, admiral, whatever that was involved in any of the DEI woke shit, it's got to go. Either you're in for war fighting, and that's it. That's the only litmus test we care about. You got to get DEI and CRT out of military academies, so you're not training young officers to be baptized in this type of thinking. And then, whatever the standards, whatever the combat standards were, say, in, I don't know, 1995. Let's just make those the standards. And as far as recruiting, to hire the guy that, you know, did Top Gun Maverick and create some real ads that motivate people to want to serve.
Fuck yeah.
And there's lots of other ways in which you could identify who gets promoted and what, but there's an ethos change. I mean, there's a reason people don't want to serve, because they don't trust that their senior leaders are going to have their best interest in mind in combat. I know there were mistakes.
Just to break it up so we don't play his entire thing.
It's only a minute and a half. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I always get, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want somebody gets.
Yeah.
But I came in at Army of One. Did you guys both come in at, because you know you guys are old as shit. I came in as
I came
Be
in
All You Can Be.
That was
I came
me.
in for Be All You Can Be. Better fucking believe it. And then they changed it to Army of One as I was in AIT.
And then Army Strong.
Yep. Army of One. Yeah, I couldn't fucking. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever. Now,
I get the idea behind it.
Yeah. Be All You Can Be. So I took a marketing class and fucking hated it. But PSYOP is a good transition to go into civilian marketing. Anyways, Be All You Can Be. And what was the McDonald's one? The something about smell the breakfast or something like that. Anyways, those are considered to be the top two fucking marketing, the best top two marketing campaigns of all time. Be All You Can Be was one of the best marketing campaigns of all fucking time. And they got rid of it for Army of One.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
That Be All You Can Be jingle is recognizable anywhere too.
All that you can be in the army. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fucking go watch fucking In the Army, Pauly Shore.
In the Army Now has
In the Army
some
Now,
of the most accurate depictions of basic training you'll ever see in any movie. I don't give a fuck what movie you're talking about. It almost felt as though there was a cycle going on and they filmed during a regular cycle at I forgot what base they filmed it at. Is that what they did?
That's Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I went there. That was my basic train. I recognized it. I saw when they show the fucking sign, "Welcome to Fort Sill" or "Welcome to Basic Train." As soon as I drove in, I go, "That's the In the Army Now sign."
Yeah,
I recognized it right away. No, that was. I mean, obviously, I'm sure like the female drill sergeant or whatnot. She was probably an actor. There's plenty of them that were real actors, but I guarantee, they went in and they were showing actual basic training. Going on. The scene when they go to that water purification course and they got the instructor up there. And this is when I realized that they say this at every single AIT. You are now joining the most important job in the entire United States military. They said that on there. I guarantee that was a real fucking course. And I realized that because they said that when I was in 96 Romeo school and then I went in PSYOP school. You are now joining the most important military fighting force or whatever, MOS in the military. They told
I went to OSIT.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So going to Pete again. So Pete is a fucking legit badass. He wants to get rid of all this fucking DEI woke shit. Blue Coat, I'll get back to you here in a minute, but this is their reaction. They Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. I know it's so weird. This administration who has a man dressed as a woman as an admiral for HHS, this fucking bald weirdo wearing fucking makeup and a dress who steals ladies' luggage at airports. Allegedly. Okay, allegedly. I gotta have a sound effect for that. These are the people who think that this guy. Hold on, I got another video I'm gonna play. Let me pull this up. They're saying that this guy is fucking weird.
Yo, Independence Day is almost here. We're getting ready in the Hegseth household. We celebrate America, Old Glory, and the freedoms our forefathers fought to establish. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, the right to bear arms, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know the thing, as Joe likes to say. We also know we're one nation under God. There are a lot of folks trying to divide us right now, but we know who we are. We love God, our families, and our republic. Your support of veteran-owned, American-made, anti-woke companies like Palmetto State Armory, Caliber Coffee, Right to Bear
All right, you guys get the idea. The guy's a fucking legit badass, all right? The fact that he wants to get on here, wear a fucking sleeveless shirt, wear those big fucking glasses, and having that fucking American, I think I had that exact same hat, by the way. This makes us love him fucking more. Look at those tats. He has We the People on his arm. He's got a fucking American flag with an M4 on it. He's got his fucking unit patch on there. I'm sure he was a cherry pride or something when he did that move. But, dude, this guy's a fucking badass, and we love him more for this. Agreed?
Yeah, I
Agreed.
mean, do they really call him weird? I know there's a lot of people complaining that they just refer to him as the Fox News host. And now I've heard all of the crazy allegations and stuff going on in the news, but I haven't heard that he was weird. I thought they were over that. Excuse me.
No. As soon as JD Vance, our first
I remember
ever
JD Vance was
Marine
weird.
veteran vice president. Yeah, they call him weird. You know, it's excuse me. It's all the fucking. It's the projection. They accuse us of being what they are guilty of. They are the fucking weird ones. So they want to call us weird instead. Is this fucking weird? The outgoing versus incoming. Which one's the fucking weird one here?
Yeah, that dude will never live that photo down. That is just embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Pete, there is he's a first lieutenant in that one. So yeah, he's probably a platoon leader in this case. He very well could have saw action out there.
Yeah.
That Bronze Star might not be bullshit after all. But yeah, which one do you guys think?
I think
Which
Blue
one would
Court
you
said
prefer to have?
it was service.
Huh? Oh well. He's still a badass, all right? That's the fucking point. That's the fucking point. Pete Hegseth is a cool fucking dude, and he's a badass, and he's somebody that our troops, real fucking proud American military fighters, can be proud to have as a Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, I think he's going to be. I have some recent discussions with some people who weren't so confident. I mean, you've got a choice. You can either stay with the status quo and hire another bureaucrat, lifelong military personnel who's now a politician general, or you can go with something new and kind of shake things up a little bit. The only problem with Hegseth, I think for me, is he's a great advocate for veterans. He's a great advocate for troops in the sense of quality of life. The DEI stuff, he's like hammering perfectly. The only problem is like he was a major. Not that this is like a disqualifier, but he's going to be surrounded by a bunch of Joint Chiefs, admirals, generals, as a young junior officer almost. I mean, like a captain, and think he was a recent major or whatever. I don't know what his status was at the end of his career. But he's now playing on the global strategic level playing field, right? So he's going to have to be able to be smart enough not to be manipulated by a bunch of generals, admirals, full birds who have been at this game for over 20, 30 years.
Yep.
And
all politicians at this point.
Yeah. And he's great. He's great on camera. He's great when he's communicating his love for the veterans and for the troops.
Yep.
This is all great. But man, you're stepping into a whole new world.
Viper's pit.
Yeah. And I just hope that he's ready for it. And again, like the option or the alternative is status quo. Hire another general or retired general who's on the board of some defense contract company. You want that? Yes or no?
He's never served on the board of a major defense weapon manufacturer. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that he has no ties.
What's great too is like even super liberals. You guys probably don't follow, but I follow Cenk Uygur. He's like a hardcore TDS dude. Yeah, because I like to consume everything. So a guy like hardcore TDS, but even he's just like calling out the hypocrisy of the Democrats.
Yep.
Because like everybody's saying they want change and they don't want the status quo. Well, hate them or love them, Trump is bringing in something that's not the status quo, and you guys are flipping out. So which is it? What do you want? Like, you're never going to be happy with his picks. So
well, no, the extreme left who will never change their mind, no matter how bad the country gets, they will never vote for a Donald Trump or a JD Vance. The whole country can be on fire, and they still won't vote. They still won't change their minds. But there are so many fucking people. We were saying it for a long time here on this channel, saying that there are plenty of fucking people out there who know and they see how bad things have gotten, and they are finally changing their minds. And it's happened, man. It actually did happen. He did win over the blacks, the Hispanics, the gay community, the LGBT fuckers. Now, there are still, like I said, the far left, the extremists for everybody that will never change their mind. But Trump came in and showed everybody that he can actually make a difference and help this country. He has his own party now. I don't even want to call this the Republican Party anymore. We should call it something. We should call it the MAGA Party, because that's what it is. He has look at all the people he brought over. Elon Musk, lifelong Democrat. RFK, lifelong Democrat. Entire fucking family is Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard, lifelong Democrat. He brought all these people over. This is not a Republican Party anymore. This is a Trump party. And this party banging, dude.
It's important though that we make sure that we continue under the Republican label.
Well, yeah.
Because third parties do not fucking work.
But I'm saying, yeah, you're right. Third parties don't work, but he did create a third party. I think that he did. This is not now what he really did, of course, is he managed to take over the Republican Party. But this is a brand spanking new Republican Party, man. This is a referendum.
Like a wing of the Republican Party that is now at the majority, or has the voice of the party.
Dude, you look at the numbers by these ultra left fucking the CNN, MSNBC. There are some that dropped by half in viewership after the election because people realize you lied to us. You fucking lied to us.
Oh, I hope MSNBC is going to be okay.
They're selling.
Oh,
dude,
no.
Viacom's trying to sell them. Yes. Viacom's trying to sell
Morning Joe
MSNBC.
Has anybody told Morning Joe yet? Oh, I feel so bad.
Dude, again, the referendum, even they went and talked to Trump. Mika and Joe went to Mar-a-Lago to talk to Trump. And why?
They bent that knee.
Yeah, and why? Because they know they're fucked. He is in command right now. They are done.
Well,
that fucking media
it's more than that,
done.
though, because they didn't bend the knee when he won in 2016. They bent the knee because of how overwhelming his victory actually was, and the sheer just decline in their viewership and their influence is just hit rock bottom. So that's what got them to go and bend the knee. It wasn't just because he won; it was the way that he won and the impact that they saw. That they're not buying our bullshit anymore. Right. Damn these 20-second TikTok videos.
You're absolutely right, and that's the point. I've got a video that I'm going to play that's going to show the referendum here is that no one's buying the shit anymore from MSNBC, CNN, or any of this. They're coming to this platform. They're going to Rumble, Truth Social. That's the this is where people are getting their fucking news from now. They were saying I saw some number that the vast majority of younger voters now get their news from X, from Twitter. And it's a beautiful fucking thing, man. And we're all a part of this now. I mean, this channel, I don't have that many people here right now. I've got 72 people watching between YouTube and Twitter. I know the numbers with Twitter is a little fucked up. We got people. I've got 16 over on Rumble right now. I'm not a big channel, but people out there, you guys are getting your information. You're hearing. I know that you guys hear a lot of the news you get from me. I've had you guys tell me that I never heard that before. And again, I'm not saying I'm anything big, but I'm very, very happy that you want to come here to get your information instead of going to Fox News or CNN or MSNBC, which I'm sure none of you guys would go to those channels anyways. But this is the new mainstream media, man. This is it.
Until they buy me off. Yes.
Yeah, until they buy me, until I get a payout, and I'll go sell out and work for CNN.
Man, I get a weekend pass to Disney World. Fucking Last Jedi was better than Empire.
I'll say whatever you want me to say.
That's fighting words right there, dude.
I'll be back I'm gonna go have a smoke break. I almost put a channel break because I was listening to you as I typed.
Okay, all right. We gotta get over here. Blue Cordell for another 20. says, my cousin who was in finance got a Bronze Star. He did 8 tours between 96 and 2015. His service was not valor. No, obviously he didn't fight. You're right that he didn't actually fight. And somebody else dropped in comments, said, yeah, well, a Bronze Star with a V device, that's real. Well, the fact of the matter is, yes, that is better than a Bronze Star, but you can still get a Bronze Star for combat and not have it with the V device. So yeah, we're all kind of poo-pooing on the Bronze Stars. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, it is true that a lot of guys who are in higher rank will get them administratively. It's like getting a fucking ARCOM. Shit, I got a fucking achievement medal for an inspection. We had a battalion inspection, and simply for the fact that my team got done first, and then I volunteered us to go help out with other people, I got a fucking AM for that. Okay. I mean, I appreciate it. You know, anything that I'm wearing on my uniform, I take with pride, but there's a lot of bullshit awards out there. There's no doubt about it. Let's see. Thank you so much for that, Blue Core Devil. Thank you. I hate vodka.
I don't know why you're drinking that shit.
Because I don't have anything else.
Oh, man.
I failed. I didn't do proper preparation and get whiskey. At least it's Tito's at least. It's not bad. You ever had that fucking AFES made vodka with the camouflage label?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's the bad stuff. It was like $8 for a bottle, but holy shit, that was fucking...
Yeah, I've had the real cheap ones that come in the plastic bottles that just say vodka on it. You know, nothing else. It's just like a white label. It just says vodka. Now, can't do that stuff anymore.
There's a vodka called Rail vodka, which for those of you who don't know, Rail is what you call the cheap stuff. You always have it in a rail right in front of your drink mixing station. So it's the cheap stuff. So there's actually stuff called Rail vodka. We have a bartender up here who had people who were like big Tito's fans or whatever, and he'll do a blind taste test. He'll pour a little bit of the Rail vodka and a little bit of we'll say Tito's. And I saw this 3 times out of 3 times the people went with the Rail vodka and said that's the Tito's. So there is good cheap shit out there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite whiskey bottles.
I've had really bad shit too.
One of my favorite whiskey bottles is like $19, and I can get the shit out of it. It's so good.
Redneck
so
Riviera. Deep. Yeah, depending on where I go here, it's it's between $20 and $25, and it's fantastic fucking whiskey.
Yeah,
yeah. Did you see earlier in the show though when I was pointing this out?
Mm-mm.
If you ever see this, guys, I'll highlight this again. I promise you, I'm not being paid by these guys or anything like that. I want to fucking give good honor to them. Art of the Spirit. They make these. They make individual bottles, different types of whiskey, all to honor military and firefighters, all kinds of stuff. This one right here is in honor of one of the 13 who was killed at Abbey Gate in Afghanistan during the botched withdrawal, honoring Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz. He is a Missouri local, and that's why Hy-Vee, one of the stores here, commissioned this out to make this. We're talking about good stuff. This is $95 a bottle. Better believe I'm not getting rid of that bottle. And again, for those who didn't see this in the beginning, I bought that like 3 weeks ago. We finished it off on Veterans Day, doing shots together and honoring Schmitz and the 13. So it was crazy that I saw this bottle. I bought it, never even heard of Art of the Spirits. And then just 2 or 3 days ago, Scotty, the machine dumber, a Marine veteran who comes on here, he got selected to be part of a thing that they do. These guys are based in Texas. They came up here to Missouri and picked something like 3 veterans to go for a grocery store buy. I can't remember what it's called, but my buddy Scotty, he got to load up an entire cart. He is such a good guy. He didn't even want to load it up. They made him load it up, fill it up completely, and then they paid for the whole thing. It's only like $400 worth of groceries. And Scotty wanted me to go along too, because he wanted me to make this connection to promote my channel and all that. The owner is a super cool guy. He is going to come on the show, and they gave a tin of this label of, oh, by the way, Scotty also, he served with this guy, Schmitz. He didn't like know him really well, but he's seen him around. He actually is the perfect fucking coincidence. He just happened to serve with him, and he got honored with this. And when he also the owner, he gave me a tin of this one. This bottle is to honor 10th Special Forces Group, called the Originals. And this was a crazy coincidence too, because when I was given this and he signed it, I worked with these guys. I didn't serve in 10th Special Forces, but we deployed together for the invasion of Iraq when I was with the 173rd Airborne Brigade. So I was greatly honored that he gave me this, and we're trying to work out a way he's going to get me a bottle of that whiskey as well. So, Art of the Spirit. It is not cheap, but it is really, really, really fucking good whiskey. And if you can find it, man, show these guys some love. They are great, great, great people, and obviously huge supporters of the military.
Nice. Where is that only? Do they only sell that in over where you're at? I've never seen that.
No, like I said, they're based in Texas. And
what's it called again?
Art of the Spirit. Art of the Spirits is an S at the end.
All right.
Okay, no, they're based out. They're out of Colorado Springs. That's what it is. And it's distilled in Indiana.
It's MGP. Okay.
Yeah, look it up, guys. Yeah, there's great imagery on there. You can see he's done so many things for veterans and everything. There's a picture of the owner with his background. It's got like 200 fucking coins up there, so you can tell he's been around and got with a lot of guys from the military for his veteran support. Really good shit. Good shit. Let's see. I want to get down here. Wayne Rowe for $5 says, Air Force, aim high. Those mountains aren't as low as you think, was my battle cry. Big guys stripes, I thought was a good one. Go Army, beat Seaman. Yes. Thank you. Dude, Army is going to fucking demolish Navy this year. They are going to kill them. Have you been following Army football at all?
No, I know they're just announced their new uniforms and shit. That was like going viral on Twitter, but
oh yeah,
my buddy's trying to get me into football, college football, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't care.
I very little do too. The Badgers, my Wisconsin Badgers has always been a good team for as long as I've been watching college ball, but they suck now, and just so happens that when they suck, Army football is now they're one of the best teams in the country. They were ranked like 23rd at one point. I think they dropped off, but they were in the top 25 of the entire country at one point. They they absolutely demolished Air Force in that game. And coming up, man, this Army Navy game is going to be a good one. And by that, I mean Navy's just going to take a fucking massive ass kicking.
Do you think Trump will be at that game?
Oh yeah, guarantee.
He usually goes to things like that, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. In fact, I've got a video here. If any of you missed this, he was at USC. Not only did he go to the USC, he brought every motherfucker in that new cabinet out. He has Elon Musk. He had fucking Bongino's back here somewhere. Over here, you got Kid Rock. There's Elon Musk. You got Dana White, the owner here. You got the Speaker of the House, Johnson here. All of his sons were here. You got Erica Trump over here. There's Don Jr. right here. All they'll do is demonetize the video. I don't monetize these videos, these live streams anyways, and then they might ban it.
Well, no, you can get taken. The live stream itself can be taken down.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
I only had that happen one time when Scotty pulled a fucking gun up. That's the only time.
I've had it happen for different videos.
Yeah, he's going up. He talks to Joe Rogan. Let's see.
Cormier.
You got Jelly Roll over here. I didn't even know he was a fucking Trump supporter or anything. That Jelly Roll guy.
He's a Cowboys fan too.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for that. Well,
it's off season right now, so we'll have to wait until next season.
It's off season.
Our year. Right now. Yeah. It's been off season since about week 2.
Yeah. You got RFK right there. Let's see who else. Man, this is so fucking cool though. I mean, it's like he brought the whole fucking cabinet with him. So, anyways, he's a fucking badass. Trump is a fucking legit American badass. Fucking love him for it. Yeah, he did. That would be very awesome. I think, Yeah, he should go to the Army Navy game. God knows that Biden ain't going to. But if he does, I would love to hear. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't even win against stairs. I would love to hear. I hope that Biden goes. I hope that Biden and Trump goes, and then we hear the audience reaction between the two of them.
Did you see the video of Biden at the beach in the sand, almost tripping over himself?
Yes.
Yeah, that was sad, man. That was really sad to watch.
Can't even walk through sand, dude.
And he has spent at least 2/3 of his presidency at that beach. You would think he would have figured out how to walk on it by now.
Yeah. I think maybe pick your feet up.
I'm pretty sure he's taken more vacation time than multiple presidents combined.
Dude, he's on vacation time every single fucking day, even when he's in the White House. He ain't doing shit.
Did you hear they're yelling at him today? Please, Mr. President, give us a gift for your birthday. Talk to us.
Yeah, like the report's literally like screaming at him.
Yes. To please acknowledge our existence.
Yeah. Please, we're so fucked now that Trump is president again. Please give us something. Let's see. Blue Cordell with another $20 says Pete Hegseth, I'm sure, would make one of those flag officers quake in their boots. Imagine if he brings in General Flynn to back him up. Yes, make that happen. I think they should fucking bring General Flynn back, make him a 4-star, and make him the chairman of the Joint Chiefs.
I don't think Flynn's getting anywhere near this administration after what he went through.
I think that they're all the way back now, and I think that he can come back and bring some fucking vengeance on this goddamn woke fucking military and this entire group that tried to fuck him over.
Yeah.
But that'd be implying that he's going to use the military against him. No, that's not what Trump is going to do. That's what the Biden administration is doing.
Man, I'm fighting to sneeze like crazy.
Get a sneeze button there.
I heard if you slap yourself real hard, it goes away.
Oh, is that how it's done?
I heard also if you hit yourself in the nuts.
Babe, you got to sneeze? Okay. let me know when you do. I'm gonna test that on me. I'll get her in the nuts.
Shit.
All right, thank you for the $20 at Blue Cord. Appreciate you, buddy.
Hegseth would make the flag officers quake in their boots. I don't know, man. I think I don't know if you guys have ever been in a room like trying to brief a bunch of generals or high officials. It's kind of intimidating, man. Like,
I think it's like a E5 board times 100.
Yeah, especially if you're technically in charge of them, it would put an extra. But I mean, he seems like a smart guy and well spoken, so hopefully he can.
He's been on national television for years now. I don't think there's anything that can scare this guy at this point. He faces these Democratic fucking weirdos all the fucking time.
Yeah, well, he's definitely going through the gauntlet right now. I knew they were going to come after him, but he's going to. This is just the beginning.
Like I said, they're dishing out all the regular Democrat fucking playbook. They're pulling out all these, like, any single accusation that ever came up. They're bringing it back as if it's fucking happen in real time, and it's 100% fucking real.
Oh, did you see his tattoo?
Oh yeah, I know he's got a swastika. Did you see that? Yeah,
a Jewish swastika. Those are even worse.
Yeah, a Jew swastika. Yeah, that's so bad. I saw a post. Somebody was making one of these stupid fucking accusations at, can't remember if it was Vivek or some fucking brown skinned person, and I replied and went, yeah, that's right. Now call him a racist next. And somebody actually fucking popped in a reply like, okay, yeah, he's a racist. What you got now? Like, the brown guy? Okay, clown. These people, they're psychotic, man. They can't fucking stop. This is something else that Bondi was talking about today. They can't. They are eating themselves alive right now. No matter what, even though they know, like, so many of them at least have figured out. That's why we were talking about Cenk Chank has gone on, and he, like you were saying, there, Big Rob, that he's gone out and he's telling the Democrats, like, hey, you guys are morons. Do you not realize this DEI crap that you keep on pushing? You keep on pushing for trans kids, chopping boys' dicks off and calling everybody fucking names. Now you're saying that you're attacking the fucking Hispanics and calling them fucking women hating, misogynists or whatever, because they ended up voting for Trump. Do you not realize that's why Trump got elected? You guys are morons to keep on pushing this.
It's when people can't separate their ideology or their beliefs from themselves, right? When it's so entangled into how they identify as a person that when you attack their ideas or their ideals, you're attacking them personally, and that's the issue. You see it with fundamentalists in any religion as well. You attack you criticize their scripture or you criticize their beliefs, then they're feeling as though you're attacking them personally. It's no different from the far left, critical theory, bullshit.
Critical
right?
race theory.
Yes, it's the same shit. Well, even just the umbrella of itself of critical theory, whether it's critical gender theory or what have you, it's all the same. It's all they're so entwined to how they identify that attack on that. They can't separate the two. They can't separate their ideals away from who they are.
I think they're just so ingrained. It's the analogy to the Matrix. When he says that you got to take people out of the Matrix when they're young, because if they're ingrained in it too long, then it is their reality. No matter how bad it is, it will be their reality, and they will fight to maintain that reality. It is exactly true in this world. That is an exact perfect analogy to what we're seeing.
Yeah, you
Rob,
see it.
Sounds like yep. Go ahead, Rob.
You see it slowly happen with some of the ones for the last 8 years or whatever who were slamming Trump. They're starting to get attacked by their own side, and they're like, okay, well, this ideology, and you'll start to see like the branch of like Anna Kasparian's, the one everybody talks about. Even Chank, like I've been reading his stuff and listening to him a lot. I mean, he's still a never Trumper, but like he's calling out the bullshit, man. Like,
yeah.
So here's the thing about him, though. I think he sees the tide turning.
Yeah,
financially, and you know what I mean. I think that's why he's able to do it, because I don't think he was ever in it like at his core level. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it was as a grift. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is he's seeing the tide change.
Yeah, there's
so
definitely an element of that too, for sure. I think I think they're all kind of seeing that, especially the legacy media has recognized that, and they have called themselves out, saying that I think I was watching MSNBC, or they basically said themselves on air they were now irrelevant as compared to the breakdown of Twitter usage and the the both sides and stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely an element of the monetary value too.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing either, if that's what helps people realize, like, wait, hold on, maybe I need to look at this a different way, because clearly I'm missing something that other people are picking on. It doesn't have to be a negative. Seeing the way things are changing, and then reflecting, doing some interpersonal reflection on, like, wait, maybe I have been missing something, or maybe I was wrong about this or whatever, and it could lead to something more. So
I think that's a lot of it.
I don't think it's a grift.
I think it's a lot of it. Yeah, I think there is a lot of them, like when we're talking about with the Morning Joe and Mika there going to Mar-a-Lago. You got the Chank out there. You've got the Raging Cajun, that fucking little guy. I can't remember his fucking name. All these people, they've been pointing out for a while that well, at least some of them have. That Raging Cajun dude, he was on he was on Billy Madison.
Oh yeah, the one from Billy Madison.
Yeah, that guy. Apparently former Marine. I saw him wearing a Marine hat at one point. But people like him, at least, he's a Democrat. He's a lifelong Democrat who has policies we don't agree with, but he's actually intelligent, and he's been an old school guy. So he's been trying to tell the Democrats for a long time, get away from this woke shit. Get away from the trans shit. That stuff is gonna kill us. And then when Trump got elected, he went on fucking rant and said, I fucking told you guys. I told you this is gonna happen, and now you guys are fucking done. The Democrats are fucking done. And Shank was doing the same thing in that interview that you were talking about, Rob. or maybe you weren't. I saw an interview where he was going off on one of these Democrats, and he was saying the same thing. Man, we fucking knew this. I've been trying to tell you guys. They don't want to break away from the Democrat Party, but it's the same thing, kind of like with Trump. We know that the Republicans have been bad for a long time. And we saw that Trump could be a person who could take over the Democrat Party, and that's what happened. We're hopefully now we're getting the Republicans to finally wake up, grow some fucking balls, and get the shit done that we want to have fucking done in this country. The Democrats, they weren't listening. They weren't listening. They were bowing down to this small minority of screaming fucking banshees on the extreme left, and they embraced it, and they fucked up big time. They are so fucking done for, I think, legit. Trump presidency is not going to be great right away. He's going to go through some hard shit. It'll take a year for all of his shit to go through, to see the fucking changes made. And there are going to be a lot of attacks. But I fucking promise you, when the United States population sees that their life actually is better now, it was better under Trump the first time, it got bad under Biden, it's going to be better under Trump again. People are going to wake up, man. People are going to fucking wake up. And I think we've got a good long run of presidency. I think we're going to get JD Vance after this. I think we're going to be able to maintain a House in Congress. I am very optimistic, man. I could be very fucking wrong.
I would love JD Vance, but I think I've heard him talk recently about, they were asking about him running after Trump. He's like, he does not care for what you have to go through. Yeah, to run
really
at a national level. Yeah, I don't.
It can change.
We're
no matter
4 years.
I think he's gonna get. He already is getting the shit. I think he's gonna get it for the next 4 years as vice president.
I would love to see him.
Absolutely. I think I have a feeling he'll change his mind. He's going to get the shit no matter what. Yeah. Zombie Box Reviews. What's up, man?
Hey,
welcome
Andy.
back, buddy. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Let me get some of these super chats, and then we got to get to the. We'll do the last fucking story. I've got the Buck County situation with the council out there in Buck County, Pennsylvania. Dumb bitch actually admitted she was going to break the fucking law by allowing ballots that are not legit. And we have some beautiful video from that one. But first, we're going to go to Eric K., the awesome fucking moderator himself, for $5. Says, I had a bartender bet me $100 I could not tell the difference between vodkas. And he says, I won. Well, good for you for actually knowing what the hell you're talking about. Cheers to you, Eric. I'll tell you what. Okay, no, you know what? I'm going to roll through these. He just dropped 3 different $5 super chats. I'm going to total them all together and do a shot for you there, bud. You're welcome to drop another $5 to actually equal out to 20, but I'm going to honor you just for this because you're a cool fucking dude.
I'm going to take 2/3 of a shot until I see that.
That's right. I'll take $2 of a shot. Next one. And Blue Coat, I see your other. I'm not going to skip over you, dude. I promise. For another 5, Eric K says, did any of you drink Sadiki? Homemade pure grain and Sadi. Best was distilled 4 times, and you get rid of the first and last part of a run. I have heard about that. People, when you distill, I have heard about that. That if you distill anything, then you want to get rid of the first one. I didn't hear about the last one though. But and Siddiqui, the name sounds familiar, but I definitely never had it. Rob, how about you? Or both of you?
No, I've never heard of that. And if it's coming from Saudi, I probably wouldn't ever try it.
No, I was not one of those dudes just eating local shit. You know, we had this this mortar guy at one time, and I was gunning, and we were going through a Mahala, and all these wires, all the cables from the generators got stuck underneath the gun. I had a stupid ass mortar fucking driving because Brandon was at it was some course where he had to use a stick and poke in the ground to find landmines, like we're ever going to pull over. But like, yo, Brandon, grab your stick. We got to see if there's landmines here. Anyway, so I'm gunning. This guy's driving, and all the wires get underneath the turret, right? And I'm like, stop. He goes, go, and takes the fuck off. Almost ripped me out the fucking turret. Rips down all these wires. So we had to stop, cut him some cash, right? That we had on us, that petty cash. And they came out with this giant bowl full of Haji chili. I don't know what it was called. And this one mortar guy was just eating it up. I'm like, bro, you sure about this? He's like, oh, trust me, stomach of steel, bro. I got this. We didn't see him for like 4 days. He did not leave the porta potty. He lived in it. He slept in it.
Dysentery and-
I did have that happen.
bro.
There's during the invasion, man. We had we the entire first month nothing but MREs. I think it's probably a little bit longer than that. Before they set up a chow hall, then we had T-rats.
Yeah.
When we were out on our fob, we would get T-rats for lunch and dinner, but we wouldn't get it for breakfast. So we would eat, we had breakfast and dinner, but lunch we had nothing. So we were still eating MREs once fucking day. And other than that, T-rats. So you better fucking believe, yeah, we went out to the locals. I had the fucking kebabs out there. We went out to some pretty nice restaurant up in northern Iraq. I think we were I can't remember the name of the place. But I have eaten at the other places. We were on one mission. We were tasked out to go like a very long distance. We were fucking looking for bombs on a oil pipeline because somebody bombed a section over.
Did you have to use a stick?
No, we didn't have a stick. No, we were just going along, just looking for bombs along the fucking end of the pipeline. And on the way back, we were fucking starving. So we went to a place, and I have never seen so many flies in one place in my life. And this is in a fucking Haji restaurant. And yep, I was pissing out my ass for at least a week after that. It was not good. The food tasted good, but yeah, that was not a good idea.
I had a Pepsi.
I swear to God, I have been in places like we had to fucking secure the police station there, and the plumbing didn't work. So they're just shitting in the fucking bathroom and just piling it on. It was just a massive pile of shit. And I went in there and I didn't even see as many flies in there as I did in that fucking restaurant that we ate at. Oh. But
I had a Pepsi one time, and it came in a can or whatever, and it had like a peppermint taste. I don't know what anthrax tastes like, but I'm like, man, this is curious because I've never had a peppermint Pepsi before. This is weird. You know, it's like getting Copenhagen from the European Copenhagen, and had the formaldehyde or whatever. Fucking nasty.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's right. I remember when we went to go train with the Czechs. And apparently this happened every time I knew other guys who went there. They were always asking. They said, "Hey, can you give us Copenhagen? Can you give us a dip and everything?" Because apparently the shit they get is really fucking bad, disgusting. Yeah, so I completely get that. So yeah, to answer your question, Eric, I guess none of us have had Siddiqui.
Nope.
It does sound really familiar though. And his last one here, he dropped another $5. Says, "Do not underestimate that they will try to burn it all down, despite the country before he gets in." That's what I've been saying, man. I really think that there is somebody in this administration who's really pulling the strings. It ain't Biden, and they are willing to let World War III go off. Just to spite Trump and to set him either there's two possibilities. I think they're doing this. One, either is just to give him the biggest shit show possible when he becomes president again, or two, they're actually willing to let World War III happen so that they can induce or whatever the terminology would be, martial law, and postpone the election. I sincerely think that's a possibility. We shall see. I think Trump is in talks with Putin. I think that he can get Putin to calm down. We shall see. One thing I know is I don't want us to go to war. And I'm going to honor all of those and combine them together to be for at least this $20 because we had other $5 drop earlier. So I'm going to honor that with a shot. Thank you, Eric K, and all the other small donations out there. I appreciate it. Love you all. But I don't love vodka. Ah. All right. Let me see what other how many other shots we got coming up here? Blue Cord, you fucking boss. I got 2 other shots coming up for Blue Cord here. I'll get to those in a minute. I think you can understand. I got to let my tummy calm down a little bit over here. So before we do that, in case anyone out there is living under a rock and did not see this bitch out here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, where they are still counting votes for, I think this is a Senate seat is really contested right now. This dumb bitch goes on talk and says this because I'll tell because she doesn't actually describe it here. They are going for a resolution on whether or not they should be counting illegal ballots. And by that, I mean actually ones that don't have fucking signatures, ones that don't have the right dates on them, ballots that are straight up fucking illegal to count. You're not allowed to count them. This dumb bitch goes and says this.
Precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it. And there is nothing more important than counting votes. The blatant flouting.
Yeah, you heard that right, in case any of you missed it. She actually said she is violating the law. Actually is going to violate
for
law.
a good reason.
Oh, it's a good reason, though, because we're in a country that's so bad now because Trump is president again. So precedence doesn't matter. Yeah, it does, bitch. Yeah, it fucking does. And so in response to that, well, guess what happened? A lot of people lost their ever-loving fucking minds, very rightfully so. And we have now...
We'll continue to work hard for you and endeavor to not make such a mistake again. I will also clarify one more thing. When I inartfully spoke and used the word precedent when I was talking about provisional ballots, I was referring to the United States Supreme Court and the precedent that has been lost on many issues, including Roe versus Wade.
Dumb bitch. See what I mean? They can't fucking help themselves. They can't fucking help. She was fucking red-handed fucking guilty of what she said, and she still can't fucking help herself.
If you would just bear with me for one more minute. Unfortunately,
look, see, this is the problem that we have in this country right now. Is this person? This is an elected fucking official, and she thinks that these people are below her. How dare they fucking question her? How dare they go out there and say that what you're doing is wrong? Bitch, you work for us, is what they're saying, and she can't fucking accept that.
unfortunately, I took my frustration out on the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, many of whom are friends of mine and who I respect and whose decisions are complicated and difficult and important. We are all going to learn lessons from this new media landscape, and most of all, I am. I am a small fish in this big pond. I do not have a megaphone on Twitter or CNN, or I am not a Secretary of State. I don't run a presidential campaign. This is
And this is the part. This part I was getting at is that right. So that I actually clipped this off of Dan Bongino's show today, and this is what I've actually been getting at. This is kind of the theme of the show today. He's going to make a statement after this, and this is what I really want you guys to see. But what were you going to say, Mad?
Was it like, oh, so it's okay that you were wrong because you weren't wrong louder to more people?
I suppose you're right. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't understand the media landscape. Yeah. She doesn't have a big microphone, so she couldn't actually go out there and tell people herself that she said she's going to break the law. Unfortunately, people like us exposed her because she doesn't understand these modern day fucking media.
The only opportunity I have had to set the record straight. Thank you for listening to me. Today is the only chance I have to stop the snowballing, and I don't really think I could apologize anymore, but I am truthfully sorry.
Did I miss the apology? Oh, there it was at the end, I guess.
I think what she's saying is, I'm sorry. My apology is very great that I got caught in this and that you exposed me on the internet. I think is what she's saying. I'm sorry for.
If more people listened to me, I wouldn't have been wrong. But because
but because the internet is the way it is, you all exposed me for it, and I'm sorry that I got caught. And here's the point I was making with Bongino.
Who's the news now? Who's it? More. Who's the news now? I know not everyone went to Penn State, but we are. Penn State.
We are Penn State. He's talking about.
We're the news now.
Now, here before us, it's
so,
on the...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I edited that out. So this is Scott Preslip here. But that's the point I'm getting at, man. My channel may not be huge. I don't have 1 million subs like Nerdrotic does. But we are the fucking news now. I don't know what kind of influence, if any, that I made as far as the election goes. But you guys out there, if you're watching this, if you decided in some way to make sure that you were getting out to vote, if you decided that you were going to go out and get other people to vote, if you decided that you were going to go out and vote early to impact this election, and it's because you were watching this, again, I'm not floating my boat here, man. I'm a small channel. I don't have that many people who come here to this live stream, but I am happy as all fuck that maybe just a couple of you fucking did that. We made this happen, man. We are the fucking news now. They ain't listen to CNN. They ain't listen to MSNBC. That bitch right there got called out on social fucking media, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Rumble, on Truth Social. She got fucking called out and she got forced to give that terrible fucking apology. And every one of you out there made that fucking happen. It's like fucking voting, man. Your vote counts. And nowadays, we're able to make real fucking change by a simple retweet, by a share, by just simply liking and helping the fucking the YouTube algorithm work out in our favor. You guys out there made that happen by simply interacting online. This is the world that we live in now. And that's the point that Trump was, Bongino there was making.
And if I can just add on there, if any of you made any decision based on anything that I said, whether it's on this live stream, on Comics Division live stream, whatever, on Movies with Matt or What the Flick, you're an idiot. Why are you listening to me? I have made horrible decisions my entire life. My God, people. I'm not wrong. I've never been wrong. I'm just saying I'm not an example, people.
All right. So Scott here, Scott Pressler, if you don't know, we do have the amazing, awesome Mike Harlow who comes on the show. Well, this is also another very cool based ass gay boy. And he went out here. Hold on. I've obviously got to do this. Gay. But we love him. Scott Pressler here actually moved to Pennsylvania and got out and knocked on doors, got people registered, got people to get out and vote. There is a good possibility that we won Pennsylvania because of this dude right here. And this is fucking beautiful what he does. This is the same meeting where that dumb bitch up there tried to give that pathetic apology.
World stage that we have a commissioner, quote by Diane Marsiglia, precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country. People violate laws anytime they want. And if I, meaning Diane Marsiglia, violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it. Well, Commissioner, the court already ruled that undated and misdated mail-in ballots could not be counted. You knew that going into the meeting. And I want to congratulate the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. This speech I'm doing right now is going to be seen by millions across the country, the Commonwealth, and the world. And I have a message. Congratulations to President-elect Donald J. Trump, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America.
Hell yeah.
I don't think she realized. She didn't realize what she was doing when she had someone like Scott Pressler in there with the amount of influence that dude has.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, she's so fucked. Yeah, she's
like, what do you mean millions of people?
Yeah, exactly. You're telling me there's a thing called the internet and people listen to that more than us now? Yeah, bitch. You had no idea what you're getting into. So yeah, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful to see. I'm going to skip right down here because I don't know. Adam, you pussy, blue cord. Okay, thank you, bud. I appreciate that. Call me a pussy if you want. Oh, I see what he's doing. Oh, okay. And he dropped this one for the shot. Okay, dude. I'm going to get to it, man. Hold the fuck on. Shit. We had we got fucking Jake. I know he hates this name, but everyone knows about it. The QAnon shaman doesn't even fucking drink. And when he was on with Gary Nerdrotic, who also doesn't drink, he was the one who was forcing us and saying, hey, you guys got shots. You guys are falling behind. Like, motherfucker. All right. Trying to run a show here and not get too fucking drunk, but okay, I'll listen to you guys. Let's see. Where is the next one? Blue Cordell for no 20 says, I was a command driver for a year. Dude, fucking drivers who get to fucking be like commanders, drivers and shit, they get promoted fucking fast. After 3 months, I got over being afraid of them. They are nothing but politicians. Met Sergeant Major of the Army as a kid. He retired in the Seattle area.
Yeah, that's his last name.
Oh, Sergeant Major. His name was Kid. Okay. He retired in Seattle as an insurance agent. Yeah, same. So like I think you're the one saying, Rob. I worked with when I was in SIP, I worked with like high level fucking officers and NCOs and whatnot, and it's I mean, I've seen them fuck up and everything else. They're humans just like everyone else. And I guarantee Hegseth, who was an officer himself, he's a major, obviously being infantry, he's not necessarily working with the big wigs, but he's worked with officers enough. And when you're out there and he's talking he's on camera in front of millions of people all damn time, I guarantee this dude doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna do just fucking fine. I guarantee.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, not the ones that you work around, but like when two generals show up from one branch and then an admiral shows up with their full entourage, dude, it's a big deal and it's intimidating no matter who you are. I mean, unless you're at their level, like working with them every day or whatever.
Also need to be careful of not being overconfident in your swagger to them as well, because you can get trapped.
I mean,
he's got to thread the needle on that one. For sure.
I got my 4-star general coin when I met the United States Army Europe and 7th Army commander, 4-star general. And it was I think I told a story. We were on a surveillance site and we knew that the general, they just pay we just got like amazing expensive optics and for our Lurst attachment. So they wanted to come out. And I'm expecting it's just going to be the general. No, I crawl this fucking hole and there's like 15 fucking people. Yeah, like all its top brass and sergeants, majors, and all these motherfuckers. Like, oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't know at that time they traveled with an entourage all the fucking time. But still, though, I guarantee Hegseth has the attitude now. He's going to say, I don't give a fuck about anyone. You fucking suck. You're fired. Get out.
Brandon and we stole the general's reactive armor one time because we thought it was community reactive armor, and he holds that against me forever. Fucking general.
Oh, how dare he? Really? Just that one time you did that? God,
well, okay. So there was also the time that they took the pictures because on our Bradley, we put like the ballistic glass up top where on the turret where the gunner and the BC would be. And so the guy was taking pictures or whatever. We had our sunglasses on top of his head, of our head, and he had a hissy fit about that. And then he thought we were personally fucking with him after we tried to steal his reactive armor. In our defense, we lost it, so we had to replace it. But whatever. It didn't even give me a coin when he came to BAM. So it's a whole big thing. It's just a little thing I had with the 4-star.
Motherfucker. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
and if I remembered his name, I would call him out on it.
Okay. Thanks a lot for the 20 blue cord. Hey, buddy.
Shouldn't leave your shit unguarded.
What do we call that? Tactically acquire.
Fuck yeah, dude. Had to do that. Yeah, had to go get an EPLAR antenna one time in the dead of night.
We had one time. So I'll go a little story time here before I do the next shot. I was temporarily attached to our fucking commo section, our communication section. Fucking, I won't go into the story of why, but it was stupid. And one time on a train deployment to Grafenwehr, Germany, one of the privates from one of the Lurst teams, when they were out on their surveillance operation, couldn't find the antenna to his radio. I think it was an ASIP. And after like fucking days of searching all over to find this fucking thing, it was in his ruck. It was in his fucking ruck the whole damn time. So we had another Joe. He was a specialist. He was actually a mixed martial arts fighter. I don't think he was in UFC, but he was actually a legit fighter. Like he would teach us this shit like every other fucking Wednesday or something. And so as punishment for him and a reward for us, we got to watch him wrestle this kid and said that and get him to fucking eat his own sock. No shit. He pinned this kid down, took his boot off, and got his sock and stuffed it into his fucking mouth as punishment for that. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna just all right. Remember the dude I said that I'm gonna have to tell you the story about how he the private that tried to correct a Navy SEAL. I'm gonna get to that, but just a little hint at who this guy was. We were at the BIF. We were dropping some guys off, right? And we're gonna go to the chow hall because it's 24 hours on Falcon. It was open twice a day, so we're starving. This fucker could not figure out how to clear his M4. Mind you, he came just like halfway through our tour, right? This dude was the worst soldier I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, and he couldn't clear it. And some sergeant grabbed it from him, cleared that shit. He's like, man, I'm fucking hungry. Let's go. So they gave him a saw because that's what you would do in this situation, right?
Because he can't clear the M4?
Yeah.
You get a 249?
Yeah. It makes sense. Anyway,
okay.
So this was at that same time. I was gunning. And he was our dismount, right? And we're leaving the fob, and I'm loading up. I had a 249, had my M4, and whatever, blah 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 blah, right? And I look, and he hasn't even got out the vehicle yet. I'm like, Miller, fuck you doing, man? You gonna load that shit up? He goes, I don't know where my rounds are. So I went, sorry, Wilson, did you hear what this stupid motherfucker just said? No, what did he say? I said, I kicked him. I went, fucking tell him. And he goes, I don't know where my rounds are. Trevor was like, what the fuck do you mean you don't? It's not a bag of fucking peanuts, guy. We had just watched Snatch the night before. It's not a bag of fucking peanuts, guy. It's a fucking drum magazine. So we had a magazine feed, the 30-round magazine feed, his fucking 249 while we went out. Because we were leaving. We had a mission. We were out the door. We get back. It's Sergeant Will, me, and this fucking kid, Andrew Miller, from fucking Buffalo, New York. Fucking idiot. We walk into his room, right? And in unison, Sergeant Will said, it's under your fucking mattress. How did we know that? Because it's a drum magazine that had his mattress on top of it. So it was just laying on top of it. It's the first thing you saw when you walk into his room.
Holy shit, dude.
The taste of this dude.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Dude.
Retard alert, class.
Oh, God.
He could sing the theme song to Sailor Moon both in English and Japanese.
Oh, no.
He would walk around asking anybody if we would play Risk, the board game, with him, but not even Risk. It was Risk 2449 or some dumb shit with robots. Nobody wants to play a fucking game. It's just a taste.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, we've always got those stories, man. But sometimes some are just so much worse than others, man. Big Shot, what's up? Chaya's in the chat. What's up, girl? Haven't seen you in here in a hot minute. All right. Let me go over here real quick. I'm going to do something. I'm not skipping past the blue cord. I know I got another 20 for you. Eric K has said, no small donations. Everyone is important. Sadiq friend. Sadiq talking about.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you remember in Arabic, they would go like Sadiq, Sadiq.
Ah, yeah. Friend.
Wait,
yeah.
No, I thought it was Alibaba. No, Habibi.
No, they used to go Sadiq, and then that's when
Hey,
they would say that they want to.
Which one's
touch you.
Same. I made a fucking mistake when we were in northern Iraq, where they had the Kurdish and Arab fucking conflict up there.
Yep.
And one of these, we were doing security. I think for whatever reason, we were doing security up there. It was a big scuffle. These people were getting fucking irate and everything. One of the Kurdish dudes come up and says, because one of these guys lost their fucking mind, we had to subdue him. He goes, this is bad Arab. You, Ameriki, and Kurdi, same, Sadiq. And we're like, no, and I tell him, this is when I learned my lesson. I said, no, we see you as Iraqi. You are all Iraqi. We see you as same. That was not the answer. That was not a good call, man. He did not want to hear that shit. Fucking Kurds and the Arabs, they are fucking deadly fucking enemies, and man, I pissed this guy off bad.
Well, luckily the Sunni and the Shiite, they were good buddies.
Oh yeah, those two, those are good
like
Arab. Those Sadiq, same. Sunni and
we
Shiite.
had Iraqi police showed up one time to take these two guys, and one of them was just bawling, just crying the whole time, and the other dude was fucking stone cold. And the Iraqi police get there, and they immediately start smacking the bitch around. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't wait to see what they do to this guy. I'm like, because he's fucking cold. They're like, oh no, he's Sunni. He's Sunni. He's good. He's good. Fucking, they didn't even wait until they were out of sight before they released him. The other guy, we found him like a day later in a ditch.
Oh no shit, dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bro, with the wrong people.
Fucking dude, it's so fucked up that we weren't told certain things, you know, like we knew we were going up to the Kurdish area of fucking Iraq. I didn't know what Kurds were. I didn't know Kurdistan, they consider that their own nation. I didn't know they were separate from Iraq in their mind. You know, Kurdistan used to be a thing until the fucking British went in and created fucking boundary lines. Now Kurdistan is broken up in 4 different countries. But maybe you could have given us a fucking heads up before I piss this guy off. He wants to fucking shoot me. Thank God I was the one with the gun, not him.
All right, last story, and I got to go. All right. So we were doing.
I got more super chats. I'll get to you guys here very soon.
Last story, I promise. Right. So we're doing this OP, right? And we're in a Mahala, but we had QRF pretty close, whatever that they would rotate out. And in front, this was 06. So the Sunni Shiite, that shit was heating up to where they didn't give a shit about us. They were more interested in killing each other. And right in front of the house we're in, there's these 2 big fucking mobs just yelling at each other, right? And I don't know if you had a Joe motherfucker as your interpreter, but we had 3 Joes. But we had Joe motherfucker. We never knew what he did. All we knew is that he did something interesting with the Iraqi military before he became an interpreter, before we got there, right?
Okay.
And so this dude, he just walks out there in the middle of these 2 mobs. And he's like, Turka Muhammad Jihad, Turka Muhammad Jihad. And some dude tries to shove him with an AK. And I shit you not, it was like a cartoon, just a dust, like a cloud of dust, like this. And the AK was in pieces on the ground. And he's Turka Muhammad Jihad, Turka Muhammad Jihad. And everyone left. And he came back like, Joe, what'd you say? I told them who I was.
Ooh.
That was it.
He was some super badass.
Whatever he was. He got kidnapped one time. Came back 3 days later, and we're like, Joe, what happened? He's like, they opened the trunk. I don't know why mine sounds Russian, but you get it, though.
I get it.
America, fuck yeah!
Turka Muhammad Jihad.
This is responsive. They opened it. They opened the trunk. I'm back.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, we didn't have an interpreter like that, but we had the police chief up there in Dibis was clearly something big in Saddam's army. That dude was a fucking bad. We called him Joe Dirt. His name was Jodet, so we called him Joe Dirt, and he never got the joke, obviously. We called him Joe Dirt to his face all the time. Just thought we were mispronouncing it. But all right, Mad, you want to take off, dude?
Yeah, I got to get going, man. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I finally got to hop on here for a little bit.
Yeah, we get to see your ugly mug too. I don't know if you've ever actually streamed on here with us with your camera on before. You always had it turned off.
Yeah, I have. Once or twice, I think, maybe. But you guys playing Call of Duty?
I am, yeah.
Oh
yeah. Man, we need to get up on the Xbox.
I'm down.
I'm
playing on
PC.
Xbox. Oh, but it is cross-play anyways.
It's cross, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
We'll link up on that because I'm mostly doing zombies. I don't want to do multiplayer because I don't want to get involved like I was.
Dude,
my blood pressure goes up when I play that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing the main story or whatever, the campaign.
Yeah.
I fucking almost fell asleep in the first like 30 minutes. It's so boring.
Man, I hated to sneak around. I finished it though.
I know it's gonna get better. You'll get better, but yeah, I was passing out. So, but yeah, let's get together and chat, and maybe I'll actually use the Vets Entertain channel, and maybe I'll do some live streams on there.
Cool. All right, see everybody later.
Later, Mad. Peace. By the way, his links are in the chat, in the video description below. Go show him some love. Awesome fucking dude. Even though his fucking skin is all crispy from being on fire and shit. That pussy. I know he finds that funny. Let me go here. Let's get to some soups because I got a few to go through here. Let me wait a minute. I did this one. He was the driver. Yep. I did that one. Zombie box reviews for $10. I did not do this. Says it's not much, but a little something to help keep the lights on. It's great to catch up with you guys live for once. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. Guys, anyone out there who can't, if you can't afford super chats, don't fucking super chat. But good God, I love every single one of you who donate any single amount, dude. I love you guys so much. It's amazing. Never want, dude. I have never in my life ever aspired to be a fucking YouTuber. I never wanted to do it. I don't know how the hell I'm here and that you guys want to give any amount of minds to me, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you for keeping the lights on, guys. Blue Cord, yep, call me a pussy. I already did that. Down here for another 20, Blue Cord Devil again. They put their pants on just like we do. Yeah, but some of them do it really fucking gay.
Why are you gay?
At least the officers now, the generals and admirals, Admiral Levine. Yeah, they do it very gaily. Thank you very much for another 20.
Quick, baby!
Thank you, Blue Cord. Oh, I gotta be careful about these fucking pores. It's in this fucking big ass fucking bottle.
Yeah.
They're a little fucking heavy.
Way, man.
Oh God. Chai, so much. That's because we love you. I love you too, Chai. I love all you guys. Thank you so much. Laughing so hard. What was that? We got new videos now. I got new shot videos. That was a stupid trainees and basic training, I'm assuming, in the barracks and throwing fucking boots at their nuts. That's what Joes do, man. That's just what fucking Joes do. They do stupid fucking shit like that all the time. And you're bored. Trust me, it just fucking happens. All right.
I think I'm gonna bounce, man. I gotta go take a piss, and
All right.
it's getting late. But it was fun talking to you guys. I wish I would have got here earlier, but or from the beginning. But it was fun.
You're good. Where can everybody find you, buddy?
You can hit me up on Twitter. It's RGR_Bob. And then I'll just be on here with you. And eventually I'll start making videos once I figure my life out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got your own YouTube channel up. It's at Big Rob, right?
Big Rob 99. Yeah.
Big Rob 99. Links in the description below. Thank you very much for being here, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you can find him on Discord. Yeah. Thanks, Star Wars Dog, in the chat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
All right. See you, buddy. Take care. Thanks for being here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Rob. That was not a graceful outro for him. He hung around for a little bit too long. All right, let me get to these other super chats here. I may be on the last one. Blue Quarter, anyone out there? Let me know if I missed any super chats here. Thank you very much. Eric K is dropping the links here. Thank you very much, Eric K. You are the best moderator on the fucking interwebs. Thank you so much. And Blue Coat, I love you, man. For another 20 says they, officers, put their pants on the same as we grunts do, but they think they are better than us. This is fucking truth. This is truth. And I will say this, though, that Marine officers are really fucking badass. All right. Army infantry officers, there are good ones out there. Don't get me wrong. But actual infantry training for Marine officers is pretty much at the level of fucking training infantry Marines. They're fucking badass motherfuckers. Whereas, Army, I've met some really bad ones. But there are good ones out there. Colonel Yarborough. I don't know if he's actually connected in the Yarborough family. Look it up if you're not familiar. But he was an amazing general or colonel, brigade commander, and we lost him. He didn't die. He transferred somewhere else right before we went to Iraq, and then we had I can't remember his name, but fuck, dude, the guy. I think he was probably fine. The deployment went well, so I think he's a good commander, but he wasn't, he had no fucking actual ability to make us enthusiastic or make us say yeah, let's fucking go or anything like that. He was very fucking milquetoast. But Colonel Yarborough, amazing fucking officer though, infantry officer. God, I'm losing my voice tonight. You guys got me going. All right, thank you so much, Blue Cord, for the 20, and let's do one more. What are we gonna do? What haven't we done yet? Shit. I think we've gone through all the new fucking Army ones. We didn't do that. No, we did do that. Fuck. All right, you know what I'm gonna give you? I'm gonna give you this because Joe Biden's done. Trump is gonna be president. Let's fucking go.
Fuck Joe Biden. Damn right. Fucking prick.
Thank you, Blue Cord. Hey, Frank is in the chat. Colonel Mayville, that's right. Let me get over here. What's up, Frank? Served with him in the 173rd Airborne Brigade, 74th Long Range Surveillance Detachment. Hoo! Yeah, well, we actually didn't say who. But yeah, Colonel Mayville. That was him. Do you agree with me there, Frank, that I think he was probably a good commander. He was probably smart. I think that the way that the brigade operated when we were in Iraq went pretty well. But uninspiring as fuck. Like when we did the change of command ceremony, if I remember right, Colonel Yarbrough went up and just gave this very, very good, inspiring speech. And but he actually he would look at us and be motivated and actually look around. Colonel Mayville just stared at his piece of paper the whole fucking time. And I was like, God, really? Really? We're gonna go. Yeah, thank you. He says exactly, no personality. Yeah, he was a fucking wet blanket, dude. Again, I think he probably operated he probably conducted operation pretty fucking well. But the dude was just not inspired in any fucking way whatsoever. Blue Core says Lieutenant New West Point dumbass officer. Yeah. It's these guys, they can come out of fucking West Point and all this shit and still come out and be just dumb as all fuck, man. All right, guys, I am going to wrap that up here. We've gone on for 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching over here on YouTube and over on Rumble. I know I haven't been highlighting you over there, but I see 5 of 5, Horns Rule, all you guys over on the Rumble side. Thank you guys so much for being here. And anyone who's watching over on Twitter as well. You guys all rock. Tank Headache. I already played that one. No, I already played that one, dude. Thank you guys. Thank you guys all so much for the love, man. I can't be more appreciative of the fact that all of you guys come here. I know that I've been absent for a while. I do got to do this more often because I took a break after the election because I think I was going hard. I was happy as hell we managed to get the election the way we wanted to, but I wanted to take a break a little bit after that. So, but I love doing these. I really do. It's in my mind, it's oh, I just don't know if I want to. I don't want to have to set it up. I feel like it just feels like it's a drag, but at the same time, when I actually do it, I enjoy the fuck out of it. You guys warm my cold, pathetic fucking heart anytime that you guys drop in, even just the chats. So I can't thank you guys enough. For you guys out there who are dropping the super chats, I love you. Anyone out there who is dropping chats in general, I love you. And even lurkers out there who aren't even doing anything, they're just either watching or listening. I can't thank you all enough for being here. Thank you all so much. And I'll give the regular spiel as always. Don't forget that like and subscribe, and you can share this out there with everyone because you don't got to be a veteran. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Open those arms. Oh, God.